Buddy, happy Sunday. God knows what day it is anymore. I hope you're doing well. Apologies for being late. I literally put clothes in the washer last night and woke up and was like, fuck, I have no clothes to put on. And I had to wait for my shit to get out of the goddamn dryer, and I apologize. But I cleaned my bong. Look at that. She's so shiny. Dude, the caffeine, though, I'm shaking. I hate this. I only had one cup. The tit Christ. It's also ridiculously bright right now. I was gonna see if I could. Oh, the sun. It's so bright out. I apologize if my screen is like dummy bright. It's the sun. I swear, it's bleaching out my gorgeous hair. Nope. Thanks, guys. Happy regular, doesn't matter, not important Sunday. Just a normal day. Thanks for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking 8 swings knives. I appreciate you. That's a
lot of fucking months, bro. Thank you.
Holy shit.
Glove with the 50 months. Time, though.
Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving 8 swings for 50 months. Jesus, both of you, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's a really long time, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Dude, I actually, you know what's funny? When I went to the airport the other day to get Zach, it's the first time I've seen Lucifer in a really long time. I feel like I'm the person who takes all my friends to the airport at this point, and it's just such a weird sculpture in the middle of nowhere that you kind of miss it. And when I was driving to the airport, I'm like, oh my god, there's Lucifer. I haven't seen that in a bit. I wanted to wish you the best day ever. It's my best friend's birthday too. Oh shit, yes. Oh, dude, we're going for lunch now. I'll be back. Oh, dude, don't worry about it. Spend your day with your friend. She's lucky to have you. Thank you, Kona. Katie's now an Uber. You know, it actually really bums me out because, like, first off, Chronicle, thank you so much for 30 months. I appreciate you. And thank you for the hype train. I used to be the person asking for rides. Like, I used to be able to travel all the time. And I have traveled, I think, once in like 4 years. It's very depressing. I never thought I'd be the person bringing people to the airport and driving away. Good morning, Revolticon. Good morning, everybody. Chronicle, thank you for that resub.
30 months is a really fucking long time.
I'm still baffled that any of you want to hang out, but I appreciate you anyways. Gotta turn these fucking flames off. Good God. Oh, Scott, when is yours? Pisces life, right? It's the best. Get out of my way, motherfucker. 7th, nice. Y'all ready to go to hell today? I mean, it feels redundant. I feel like I'm there. Man. I've been there for a bit. I don't know. I feel like I'm there. If you remind me, I will fucking sing you happy birthday. I think I have to. Kona, what the titty fart? Imagine if tits farted, though. That's a weird mental image. Thank you. Kona just gifted 5 subs in the chat, you generous hoe. Shmee's Creeping Malaise, Kovaletti, Onasan, and Moswolf. You're all butt wizards of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the fucking ways. Because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. You got good news? Fuck yes. Good. Like, do you want to celebrate? We can cheers to it. You don't have to tell us what your good news is, but I'm going to cheers. I smell like I just came out of the dryer. I can't stop smelling the dryer sheet. It's so fresh. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you can get sweaty titties and then like make them like, but like, what if your nipples fart? What if we farted out of our nipples? Wait. What did I reread? Me too. I got some not so great. I swear to God, I can read. God. Fuck. I apologize. That sucks. I'm sorry. I won't cheers to the bad news. That's me. I'm sorry. Like a queef, but a teef. Short. A lot of people that have pink eye. Jesus fuck. I'm just imagining like the sounds. Like you'd be walking around and people would be like, what if you sharted? Would you, if you farted, no, let's not. If you farted out of your nipples, you'd have to shit out of your nipples. And I just don't know if I'm ready for that right now. I don't even know what to do with that either. It's a lot. Oh my God. Nipple piercings would make your farts whistle. Shut the fuck. I mean, and like, if you've never like played with a nipple that is lactating or whatever, which probably most of us, it's not like one hole in a nipple that delivers milk. Nipples are like, it's pores. So the milk comes out of all of the nipple. Like, all of the nipple has pores all over it that secrete milk. So, like, the fart wouldn't be like one hole. Like, it would be like, you know what I'm saying? It would be like 100 little, like, I don't know. Our brains have gone to weird places. Thank you for the hype train. Linz, thank you for the biddies and thank you for the hype train. If you don't know what a hype train is, you throw money at a streamer and you get free emotes from Twitch and that's it. But I appreciate you. Yeah, you'd take the piercings out and you'd shit sideways. Oh no, I can't. I don't know what to do with that. The right, Quill? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry I brought that up. Aw, Nick. Thank you. We're waiting for it. Thank you, honey. I know, shit. I mean, it's an interesting concept to consider. And then you take the piercings out and then you shit. Yeah, yeah. Unless a nipple shark comes with milk instead of shit. But that would mean that whatever you eat has to turn into milk somehow. Because, like, I mean, this would be easier if I didn't actually, like, know. Like, milk, all milk is milk that we produce. It's modified sweat. That's all it is. It's a modified sweat gland. It's exactly like what's in your pits. But I think it's oxytocin and prolactin cause you to create the milky white substance instead of sweat. It's really fucking weird. I mean, milk is the most fucking weird thing. Whoever decided to suck off of a cow for the first time was a real fucked up motherfucker, in my opinion. Oh, no shit, Mishy. How do you feel? Do you feel 10 pounds lighter? I love that feeling. Good morning. Yeah, a bra would literally be supportive and a diaper. Like, we'd all be wearing lactation bras. Wait, if people shout out of their nipples, since there's not just a lot of holes, would it be like a strainer? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It'd be like, you remember those, it looks like a garlic press, but you could put Play-Doh in it and squeeze Play-Doh through and it'd be like, bleh. Like, it'd be like be a spaghetti or something. Gross question, why is my butthole uncomfortable? Because it's imagining being a nipple. Can you imagine being a nipple? Cheers. I can't. Where's my lighter? Oh, it's in my titties. Rob Insomniac. Man, of course we start out first thing in the morning with shit nipples and what that would be like. Thank you for the hype train. I appreciate y'all. You're very kind. Humans are tailless platypus. Oh. I'm so glad we don't lay eggs. That's all I have to say about that. Tortori, thank you, Honeybean. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, did you what? I know. Imagine if we did lay eggs though. Because I think platypus lay eggs. Wait, am I supposed to lay an egg? I mean, technically I lay an egg a month. Yeah, you're not wrong. I do. My whole body's goal is to lay an egg. Funnily enough, I came across an article I didn't read about how humans lost their tail. I've thought about, I don't know, I'm sure most of us have thought about this. If you've been around a dog, imagine if people had tails and we wagged our tails like dogs. Like when we were happy, we couldn't hide our emotions. Like you'd see all these people with their tail tucked between their legs all day trying to be tough, and you'd be like, bitch, stop it. Dude, isn't it only one of them? I think it's, dude, I don't know why I know this. Platypus are so weird, but I think it's only the males who have poisonous talons, right? Or venomous talons. It's super, platypus are weird, dude. That is definitely the day God invented weed. Cheers, sorry. We technically secrete milk the way that we secrete sweat too, but I get what you're saying, yeah. Have you guys, I mean, I literally just haunted chat with this a few weeks ago, but do you know about echidnas? Just on the topic of nipples, they lactate and don't have nipples. their belly, their entire underside is like one giant nipple. And they just sweat milk out of their stomach and their baby licks it off. Like, imagine if all of this just milked. That's echidnas. Fucking crazy. Yep. They're so seriously, that's all I can't they're just so weird. Fox, how are you, love? I hope adulting wasn't too bad. I mean, Will, you're not wrong. Like, I smoke weed all the time and I am not creative enough to create a fucking platypus. Like, it's gotta be something else, like bath salts. Imagine saying to someone, "Hey, why is your tail getting fat?" Echidna dicks are a nightmare. Turtle dicks, though. Turtle dicks are horrific. Hemipene, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's a hemipene. It's so weird. Nature is fucking weird, man. We make fun of humans and our genitals and shit. You should nature. We have a turtle in our family. It's so weird. It's a passed down live turtle because turtles never die. And it was my great uncle's, and he gave it to my mom, and my mom gave it to my sister Sarah. So she has George the turtle. It's just this effervescent. It's so weird. This turtle is older than me. It's crazy. And Sarah told me this story. She came home one day and she looks over at at George's enclosure, and he's got his entire dick out faced away from her, and he just like slow turns and made eye contact with my sister with his dick out, and she said it looked like a fleshy turtle. I don't know what to do with that. I think it's five-headed. I don't think it's not like a hydra or anything. It's so weird. Go look it up. It's fucking nightmare. I'm not gonna do it. It wasn't good bad. Just had to cut the grass, wash the car, do the dishes and laundry. I love that stuff, honestly. There's some like level of completion that feels nice. Dude, that's why Knuckles is so fucking angry. A question about my PO box. What's up? When you have Clippy help you design an animal, seriously though. I mean, you know what's? I asked my friend Mr. Creep one time. Amazing artist. He streams every once in a while. He does some of the most, I mean, original, beautiful watercolors I've ever seen in my entire life. But he makes monsters. He draws these just like insanely detailed, intense, really cool, like amalgamation kind of monsters and then watercolors and rainbow and stuff. And I asked him one time, I'm like, how do you come up, like, where the fuck do you get your ideas? Because one of my biggest struggles when I'm creating anything is getting the inspiration and the ideas to make something original. And he said that's literally what he does is he just starts like looking at pictures of animals and picks pieces off of animals and puts them together. No shit. I think I can remember the exact one he was I mean, I don't remember the painting he was painting, but he was drawing the foot of it and he's like, "Yeah, this is a bearded dragon foot." Like he just that's all he does. I was like, "Oh, genius. Okay." I don't know why I never thought of that. If something was sent there, the name would need to be first name Classy, last name Katie. It could be either. I have it so it's ClassyKatie or my full name as well, just in case. Because like I don't know if you remember when I had the PO box in Baltimore, they were so weird about it. They wouldn't accept anything that didn't say my exact full name on it. And I was like, even if I tell you my first name's Classy and my last name's Katie, you won't like it was a nightmare. But these guys, they tend to take, I mean, as long as it's got my PO box number on it, they're fine. Since Idris Elba plays Knuckles, imagine him lactating on screen and shitting through his nipples. People would still have boners for him. I would guarantee it. I don't. My sister has. She is obsessed. Bless her heart. I'm no shade thrown, but man, she has had such a thing for Idris Elba forever. She'd still be down. I guarantee it. There is the turtle. Are you talking about the one where he's like, that one? Dude, oh my god. Okay, growing up, I grew up in like Washington State, but all over the place. But we have those little shrews, and I'd never seen an alive shrew in my life until just the other day, like on my Instagram feed. Someone caught a shrew, and I got to see its little elephant nose move around, and it was the cutest thing. Like, why do they have to be so destructive to gardens? They're so cute. There's another mole that's really scary that it pops up on my Instagram feed constantly and it doesn't have eyes, but it's big. It's like this big. And it has no eyes, no eye sockets. It's so scary and it comes up on my goddamn Instagram all the time. No one like that. Don't even search it. No, nothing we're talking about should you. I mean, unless you really want the pain. Creep is incredible. Seriously, if you don't know Mr. Creep on Twitch, he streams so infrequently these days, but he's literally one of my favorite artists that's ever existed. Ooh, let me see. I don't know if we've heard it or not. Yeah, I think Kona gifted some subs and I said holy nipple farts and my brain immediately went to what would that be like? Nipple farts, that is, you know? What did I miss? Nothing. Imma be real. I feel like people could join my stream at any time. You're never missing anything. God damn it. For some reason, Spotify's doing this thing. It's not opening in my app anymore. Hold on. What's the artist? After Dark Sweat. Oh, I love the song Sweater Weather. That's such a good song. I'm gonna look it up on my app because it's just I don't know. It was doing this yesterday too. Usually Spotify's best case scenario, so don't feel bad. It's me. I don't know why it's doing that. Found it. Got it. I once rescued a mole that fell down the stairs outside my apartment door. Oh, my floor is halfway below ground. He seemed to like it when, oh, poor little guy. Anubis, what happened? Oh shit, hold on. I'll give you a permit. I got you, boo. There you go. There you go. Is it early? Man, I mean, I'm an hour. It's like an hour after the time I'm supposed to start. This is a bad sign. I start late. I'm late too much. Oh God. Today's internet for I didn't know where this was gonna go. If this picture can talk, what will it say? Out of 5 prostate exams so far today, the seagull was by far the most difficult. Art imitates life. Good morning, Moderns, by the way. It is, yeah. I'm old today. Good morning, Crispy. Neither Cocky or I have had to leave the house or wear real pants in over 36 hours. Dude, cheers to that. That's the best. And, like, that probably means no bra time, and that's even better. Cheers. That's the best. Are you guys, like, on vacation? I mean, that's not oh, Cocky's sick, though. Isn't she still sick? It sounds really cool until I remember Cocky's still fucking sick. Fuck. Good morning, Red Dragon. How are you? Feels early to me. I feel like shit today. Boo. No, I hope you're not sick. Good. Yeah, she told me yesterday was her last day on the antibiotics. Good. There's I don't know, I'd rather have a really bad sickness that's over fast than those lingering colds that just like you just sit with it. Those are the shit. What are pants in my underwear unless I have to leave? I mean, I still remember there was a time when for some reason I still don't know why. I don't know where this came from, but there was a time when people were like making memes about how leggings aren't pants. So I guess I'm not wearing pants. Bras are awesome. It's like having catapult that takes 2 shots at the same time, unless you don't wear bras like that anymore. I haven't worn underwire in like 10 years. Yeah, underwire can suck a dick. Oh, dude, I slept my neck into a weird position the other night. Too much screen time, my body's getting all oh, yeah. I get that. I get that. Yes, definitely no bra time. It's the best time to be alive. Although I basically live that life. Seriously, little titty committee perks. 100%. I'd rather be down for a hard 72 hours than like right now dealing with this bullshit 3 to 4 weeks exactly. No. I hate that. Like the little minor cold where you're like, it's fine. I can work. I can do what I need to do. But it's just constantly there. Oh, fuck that shit. They are beach treats. They're everything. Oh, shit. I was going to pause. Oh, you heard nothing. Don't listen to the song. I was going to pause the song because I wanted to hear the other one. Pause. I'm so bad at that. It's because I turned the music down so I can read and think. Good morning, mate. How are you, love? Blair Waldorf told Jenny that on the steps of the Met. Oh, Blair Waldorf, though. Queen. Whoa! Only glut? Oh, B. Yeah, I like this. I love the sweater weather song, so this is great. I was in the kitchen when I heard that Flex and not wearing clothes or leaving the house, and I need to one up y'all. My hubs and I haven't worn clothes or left the house since last Sunday.
You are winning. That's just life winning. I think you know that.
Okay, so this is what Glut said that made my stomach turn. There's a new ramen flavor out, only 1,100 milligrams of sodium per serving. Why? Why is it so much sodium? Why? Holy shit. It's cheddar flavored. I don't understand. I've never seen, I mean, so I've heard, this is great, B. I've heard it's like a thing that people put a slice of cheese on their top ramen. I don't get it. That seems really gross to me. Oh my God, gun. I didn't even hear that. God damn it. I cannot figure out why they're so quiet to me. I have been working on it. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving any swings for 31 fucking months in a row. I appreciate you. That's so much salt. And what's crazy is you probably can't even taste 2/3 of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably preservative salt. Damn. Oh, anime. No shit. Happy belated. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me? And bless. The end is near, dude. It's so hard to find good music, seriously. Oh, thank you, Viata. I appreciate you. Oh, Vex, are you excited? I'm so jealous. You're gonna have such a good time. Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing. See, Mishi, I didn't have any leggings when they first came out. Like, I didn't wear them. I've never been like on the fashion, you know. I gotta wait like 10 years to buy them secondhand. So I don't. Were they like see through or just shitty? Because I mean, if they're see through, those are nylons, right? Those are pantyhose. Like time to put a skirt on. Nightmare. Oh God. Yeah, all ramen has a shit ton of sodium in it, but that's a lot more than normal, right? I think they're normally like around 600 to maybe 800 or something like that. I don't know. I don't eat ramen. I don't eat. Fake butter cheese, you know what I was thinking, Scott, is it so much salt to cover up that fake cheese flavor? Like, are they making do? It's delicious. Didi calls it heresy ramen. I've never tried it. It just doesn't, like, I would never think to put those two things together. Ever. It just seems like the cheese wouldn't really do anything because ramen has so much flavor in it. You know? I don't know, though. Dan does it. Oh. Wow. That's the thing. It's the process. Like, the vast majority of ridiculously the cup of noodles one I can't look at because for some reason I'm not subscribed to Today. Cup of Noodles' new breakfast flavor ramen is affront to polite society. I mean,
Is that the thing we're worried about in this day and age? I mean, if we're scaling affronts to society, I wouldn't put that at the top, but that's just me.
there's just, perspective, I guess. Which one is it the one I can't look at, the Today one? Stop it. I can't look at the Today one, whoever posted that one. That's a lot of salt. Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Processed foods, like, salt is a preservative, and so the vast majority of highly processed foods or, like, frozen foods have a shit ton of sodium in it that you can't even taste. So then you add sodium to salt it because it's just preservative sodium, and that's how we fuck ourselves. It's really scary. Swiss Miss Instant Cocoa has 150 milligrams of sodium in each packet. Who puts salt in their hot cocoa? Honestly, I mean, anime, have you ever had salted caramel? Salt and sweet makes sense to me. I kind of get that. I'm only subscribed tomorrow, not today. Hadn't realized today was your birthday. No, it's okay. I mean, how would you? Let's be real. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know what's funny? I think it was Genova actually found the original version of that weird happy birthday song because I didn't know it. My family has just sang it my whole life. Like they sing the normal happy birthday song and then they sing the weird one immediately after. And I just never knew. I had no idea where it came from, but it's like some old, like, really like 1920s barbershop band song or some shit like that. It's weird. It's the process of making shelf-stable cheese flavored powder. A lot of various sodium-based chems as preservatives and stabilizers as well as emulsifiers. No shit. Wait, oh shit, I wanted to go save that song. That's disgusting. Go back. That was a good song too, though, but I really wanted to save that last one. The sweater weather. Save. Got it. B, that was great. That was this is a good some mashups, it's just like they find two songs that have the same beat and put them together and we're all like, wow, this is good. I like this. It sounds pretty. Yeah, I've actually done that, Nick. There's a lot of recipes that call for not chocolate, but cocoa powder. Like chili recipes that call for cocoa powder. It's actually pretty common. All day, my mouth has got a weird film. I accidentally sprayed deodorant in my mouth instead of breath spray. Spent all morning. Wait, I missed the fucking. Speaking with a weird
Accent. You bitch.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I think there's something about salt and sweet where they kind of enhance each other's flavors, right? Like if you think about it, you salt a tomato. I mean, I do. If I get tomatoes out of the garden, slice them up and eat them, you put a little salt on it and it enhances the flavor. It like brings the sweetness of the tomato out. I don't know the science of it, but it's interesting. Food science is fascinating to me. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. No, my face is on the bridge of a sneeze. Thanks, sheep. I'm old. Okay. Allergy season, man. Cinnamon's another one I've seen people put in. Oh, Genova, good morning, love. How are you? How are you doing? It's good to see you. We miss you. Whew. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. chocolate covered pretzels, which always involve salt. I always think of like there's those chocolate covered caramels where there's little salt on the top, the like crunchy big chunks of salt. That shit's delicious. Ketchup has salt in it. Is that why I love it so much? I think ketchup also has a shit ton of sugar, at least American ketchup. I think American ketchup and sodium. I don't know. I see like they have. I mean, if you don't live in America, the grocery store aisles are ridiculous. But the last time I went, I swear to God, there was like 20 different variations of ketchup. But I think they have a shit ton of sugar in it too. I don't know. I'm not a huge ketchup person. Fries and a milkshake. That was one of the first weird, just not your normal food combinations I ever did. Ever. That one. I I think I was in high school. We had literally because middle of nowhere, we had our fast food place was called Ronnie D's. Ronnie D's Drive-In. And you could get, I mean, I fuck you not. You could get a milkshake that's like in the big, disgusting cup. It was amazing. We'd all get giant milkshakes that would last 20 hours. And we'd get fries and dip it in it. And when I watched someone do it for the first time, I almost horked. Shit looks so gross. It's delicious. It's amazing. Sea salt caramels, yes. Those are so fucking good. Oh my God. Mhm. Yeah. That salt and sweet is something. It has same with American peanut butter, I think. I didn't have peanut butter. I've never had peanut butter in London, but like I've heard that people from America do not like British peanut butter because our peanut butter is like half sugar. But I've definitely had fresh ground peanut butter. Like go to like a co-op, where they have one of those fun machines you can spin the knob and it grinds the peanuts. It's delicious. It tastes just as good to me, so I don't know. Maybe I just love peanuts. A pinch of salt and chalky milk. I've speaking of the pinch of salt, I read this or heard someone told me a long time ago that if you're drinking coffee that's super like so bitter it's almost burnt, you can do a sprinkle of salt in it and it gets rid of the bitter and doesn't taste salty. Has anyone done that? Is that real? I don't know if I would want to do that, but it sounds like maybe. Fuck yes, Fiata. I'm surviving. Almost got up early, but then drank a bunch of water and fell back to sleep. Yes, that's the way to do it. Erican, you wanna know one of the ways that I consume ketchup that was a thing a friend taught me when I was, like, in 4th grade was a grilled cheese sandwich. Grilled cheese with American cheese, very specifically. Like, is this Kanye West? Get the fuck out of here. You don't exist anymore, I'm so sorry. That sounded like Kanye. Was that Kanye? Sounded like Kanye. Out of here with that. Like Kraft singles. It's gotta be a grilled cheese with Kraft singles, and you just, like, dip the corners in ketchup. It's fucking delicious. I don't know. We didn't have any tomato soup. Like, I'm a very much like, my comfort food is soup in a sandwich. That's, like, the best thing in the entire world. I don't know. If I'm feeling shitty or irky, soup in a sandwich. We didn't have any tomato soup, and she was like, "Have you ever tried ketchup? It's really good." And I was like, "You're disgusting." No, it's great. It's great. I won't shame it. It's good. That's basically exactly what it was, Red Dragon, but this place, I mean, I swear to God, you could get a milkshake that was like this size, and they had, like well, they're still open. I'm sure there still exists, it's the only place for miles, but they have, like, 30 flavors, and you can get any combination of flavors you want. So we'd get these giant peanut butter chocolate milkshakes and go to the lake, and, like, they're so massive, they don't melt. Like, they create their own fucking, like, atmosphere of cold. It was great. It was great. Good high school memories. What I mean, David, that's an oxymoron. American health standards. Hershey's is wax. I mean, even Americans know that. I don't know an American who's like, I'm really craving chocolate. Gonna go get a Hershey's bar. Not one. Like, it exists, but not one of us are out there like, oh, Hershey's. It's wax. It's like, if it's in a candy dish at the doctor's office, we'll grab it. That's the time I consume Hershey's. Or like for a s'mores. Tried making cheese on toast was one of those one time. They just blackened and charred. Yeah, they don't because it's like not real cheese, you can't like broil it. The reason I think that I mean myself included, have maintained this American cheese shit because it's not cheese is it doesn't break. So, for instance, if you're making a cheeseburger and you flop a piece of cheese on there, it tends to like break and ooze off and it doesn't stick to the burger and it kind of goes everywhere. An American cheese slice will not break. It will melt and stay cohesive and it'll stick to the bun and it just I don't know. It's not cheese. It's some I don't know what to call it. It's similar to how, like they make vegan meat. That's not meat. It doesn't taste like meat at all. It doesn't have the texture of meat at all. But they keep calling it vegan meat. Like, the fucking tofurkey sausages and shit like that. I just don't think they have any other name. It made the coffee oily? Gross. No, thank you. See, you don't put it on the mac and cheese. You put like a little dollop on the side of your plate and you just like touch the corner of the mac and cheese to the ketchup every once in a while when you want a tang. I swear to God. It's weird. I know. I would shade it too. But if you don't have soup, it's pretty great. We started with Heresy Ramen. They no shit, Genova. This is where we started. They're now how do you say it? They've prepackaged the Heresy Ramen and added an extra 500 milligrams of sodium for funsies. Literally, they have a cheddar cheese flavored ramen now, but it's like 1,100 milligrams of sodium. Insane, right? Like they're high sodium no matter what, but that's crazy high. That's Genova. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, if why would you get the cheddar cheese ramen? Isn't the point of the ramen is having your flavor you want, putting the cheese on it, and getting the ooey gooey of the cheese? You're never gonna get that with powder, right? It's probably like fucking Kraft dinner powder. Yeah, that's all it is. But like water soluble, I guess. I don't know. It sounds gross. European chocolate is phenomenal. I didn't truly like, you hear about it, but if it's imported somewhere in America, chances are it's old and it's bloomed and does not taste good and it's going to be like $20. So the first time I went to Germany, I was like in the Bavarian country. I can't remember what town I was in, but they had these little chocolate shops everywhere. And I was like, oh shit, did I miss that link? Thank you. Thank you for pinning that. I appreciate you. They had little chocolate shops everywhere, and I was like, it's got to be a tourist thing, right? It's got to be a tourist trap. But it was not, and I went in and I bought a bunch of chocolate to bring home for friends. Why can't I click this link? And I ended up consuming all of the chocolate before I got home from Germany, and I don't feel bad because it's the best thing I've ever put in my body, dick included. Like, y'all win. I don't know what you did. I mean, you just didn't fuck it. Johnny Scar brought me when we went to TwitchCon like 4 chocolate bars. This, I'm not exaggerating, like this big. I consumed them in a week. It's a miracle I don't have diabetes. It just, there's, no words. No words. Aw, timing. Good morning, love. I did. I grabbed the link. Hold on. I've got a bunch. I'm going to move. Why, though? Why? All right. Earlier when I made fun of the statement that this is an affront to polite society, I would like to renege that comment. No one asked for this. Oh, I doubt this is even I would be shocked if this was even available in Canada because they actually have decent standards too. Like I've told you guys this before, David, I'm sure you've heard me say this, but my dog food I buy from Canada because I care about my dogs more than myself. But no shit, Canada has way higher standards for dog food, so it's way healthier. It's not full of, fillers like wheat and shit. I'm not kidding you. My dog food is a Canadian brand made in Canada, and Millie, that's all Millie ate her entire life. We don't do good things. I hate this. Right? Okay, so let's break this down. So where my brain went first was, even since I was in high school, they've had little, breakfast cups that you can get where it's like powder and some little rocks. And when you add water and microwave it, all of a sudden it's scrambled eggs with sausage. I was like, okay, like maybe, sure. And then the syrup, though. Is it soup? I hate this. Is it soup? Kona, hard same. And let's be honest, it's like 99.9% because I love my animals more than anything in the world and I want them to live as long as possible and have the best life. 1% preventing vet bills. I will never go to the vet and have something happen because of the food I gave my dog. Period. Like, they're gonna eat well because vet bills are fucked. Mm-mm. Fuck that shit. Rocks. I thought so. Yeah, the sausage, it's all of it together, and if it's soup, it's so much worse. It's just so much worse. I think no, why is that gross to me? They infused. Oh my god, I think you're right. Look at the top of it. So this is what it looks like. It's the rocks. Shut up. Look at the little balls on the top. Those are, I swear to God, if you open this when it's dry, they're little rocks. They stop. Look at it. It is. I don't want it. I hate this. But cereal and milk is delicious. I'm down with that soup, but sweet syrup soup, I'm just not. Lizzie, oh my God, thank you for resummoning the class, keeping the class alive and giving any swings for 60 months. That,
Jesus Christ. And just being in my life effervescently for so much longer than that, I'd like to just add. But also, holy shit.
we're, I feel like we're going to wake up in a week holding hands in the nursing home like, do you want to play Mario Kart again? What? Time. I'm sorry about this nightmare. I hate this. 9. 9 and 9, says Loof Balloons. Dude. Oh my God, Lizzie. I kind of forgot today's like my streamy anniversary as well. Wow. Sometime today, it's officially 9 years. Wow. That's my partnerversary. My partnerversary, I can never remember the exact I can look it up. I know there's somewhere, but it's like December 21st or 23rd or something like that. Partnerversary. Yeah. Yeah. Weird. Yeah, I streamed for the very first time on my birthday 9 years ago. I hate this. I'm having like like a crisis in my brain. Wow. That's insane. I have. No, I think about that all the time. I literally like, what have I done in the last decade? Especially when like people in the community have kids. Like, like Sarah, who had kids way like literally ages ago when I was streaming. And her kids are like learning how to speak the English language and becoming little humans in the amount of time that I've like joked on the internet. I'm like, look at these people become people and like I changed my hair color. I think about that a lot. It's really apparent when you with kids involved, you know what I mean? Like kids, they grow so fast in such a short amount of time. You're like, whoa. They really make it apparent that time is passing. I feel like I fucking hate that my follow date. It's so many people. I don't know how Lizzie maintained the perfect follow date, to be honest, because no shit, way back in the day, like at the very beginning, there was this, we would like troll each other by unfollowing and refollowing to make people's follow alerts go off effervescently, like not effervescently, forever. Like the whole community would do it over and over and over. And not, we didn't even conceptualize like, oh, in 9 years, we might want to know this information. So many people, like their follow dates are absolutely fucked because it was like a troll move. And on top of that, you know this as much as everybody else, Twitch unfollows people randomly constantly. Thank you, Drakus. Oh my God, Drakus, thank you for gifting 5 subs in the chat. You generous hoe. Jack Schreiker, Loop Deloo, Last Socratic, Nameless, DJ Hawk, go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. I fucking appreciate you. Thank you.
Did you take your joy today?
I haven't played it today.
Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
My wife and I have been dating each other for over 12 years now. I love that. We usually can tell when it was our relationship by her hair color or amounts of tattoos she has. My hair length also. That's a big one because I, went through that, chopped it all off because it was so long and dead. I couldn't fucking stand it anymore. But hair length and color, yeah, very much so. Yep. I'm not kidding you, Red Dragon. That haunted me to sleep that night. The fact that Asher is 2. My brain, what the fuck? I swear to God, he was born about maybe a year ago. Like, that haunted me to bed. I just lay there like, what is happening? It's like I remember, yeah. Oh my God, Genova, no shit. I was just telling chat about is this the original one? How you found this for me. 1948. Excuse me, I said 1920s. I am mistaken. This is the fucking song. It's so weird because I don't even think my Nana knew. She was like the purveyor of this nightmare. But I don't think she knew the origin of this song at all. Someone sent me a link to I don't know if I was supposed to get this. I don't want to put it on screen, but it looks like a receipt for something. I'm gonna keep it off screen. I don't know what the fuck that is. This one? She didn't sing that part. Oh. Oh, it is? Okay, it's not. I mean, it's fair of me to assume maybe that was on accident, right? People don't normally send me a personal link of a receipt. I didn't want to out someone's personal information. Come on now. I just am trying to be safe. I don't want people accidentally post shit. I don't want to be that person who's like, ooh, what's this? A credit card number? There's no credit card number on there, but you know what I mean. Shit's scary. You never know who's out there on the internet. So am I. I mean, I just saw that it looked like a receipt and immediately it was like, I didn't even want to look at the details. Just in case it was personal. This song is longer than fuck. The Sons of the Pioneers. It's the Happy Birthday Polka. Oh my God, Lizzie, I've done it. I've literally You know, I'm like typing on one monitor and then someone from a stream I'm watching says something funny and I try to go type over there and I copy and paste some personal link to a bank document or something. Holy shit. It's happened. It happens. It happens. We're all moving 20 miles an hour and we fuck up and I just don't want to. I don't want to be the purveyor of this. Hold on. I'm moving it over. That cup of noodles is still there. I got the ultra processed one too. The one with the cereal boxes, I think, is the one you wanted me to see, right? More birthday wholesomeness? Wholesome's cry worth. Is it? I don't want to cry. I don't have anything left. Favorite dude, Knives made that. You have to thank Knives for that fucking emote. That is just. It looks, honestly, looking at it, just glancing, my head looks like a clit. It's like surprise vagina or vulva or whatever. Yeah. I see it. I can see it now. The labs. Yeah. The labs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're doing Hell of a Boss today. I figured I would cut it at first break, but I only have 2 links, so we're good. No, I think everyone knows. We talked about it yesterday. But yeah, I've tried for the past like 3 weeks to watch Hell of a Boss, but because my computer set itself on fire and is still setting itself on fire periodically. The fan noise stopped though out of nowhere. So I did not tear the computer down last night. Like when I stopped stream, it wasn't going anymore, so I stopped doing that. Um but yeah, it's like we finished season 1 and then I think it's literally been 2 weeks. So today we're going to watch all of it. I'm excited. It's a really good show. Seriously, it's so fucking good. It's heartbreakingly good, honestly. I mean, honestly, Erican, what it was, if you've never seen the video, it's on YouTube still. I don't know why, but I pulled it up and made stream watch the whole thing. But I couldn't tell you it's so old. There's no context there, but it's me doing that for like 5 minutes straight to this beautiful instrumental version of the Jurassic Park theme. And I think I was the spitter. I was acting like the spitter that on Newman, like that. I think. I have no idea. I have no clue. ClassyKatie. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like, and I'm into it. Yeah, first break, give people a chance. Exactly. I know so many people love this show, Hell of a Boss, and has been so much that they would fucking wake up early. And it's a Sunday, my dudes. Like, sleeping if you can. Sleep is precious. I have nothing to do today. We got nowhere to go, and I do want to watch the whole thing. Like, I'm dedicated to it. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna paint my nails while we watch, so I can keep my hands busy. It's gonna be great. Cheers. Spitters or quitters. Oh my god, Nate. Because our phones just listen to us and my phone's sitting near me all day. I've been getting so much just the most mind-blowingly well done. I don't have words for it. Cosplay for Has Been on like Instagram and shit. These people. I don't know how they do it so fast. Everything I do is so slow. I have no idea. It's so cool though. Maybe if we take a break between seasons, because there's 1 and 2. I'll open up Instagram and see if we can find some because they are just off the charts. They're so fucking good. I saw one yesterday. Someone was cosplaying the guy who's a TV. What's his? We're gonna watch it again today. It's been so long. This is what I'm saying. This is why we're rewatching it. The guy who's a TV. I can't remember his name, but they cosplayed as that. And so they had their head in a TV, but they blacked out their whole face and the TV with this super matte black paint, so you could not see their face if they closed their eyes. It was incredible. It literally just looked like a TV. It was so cool. Yeah, oh god. Vox? Is it Vox? We're gonna watch today. We'll figure it out. Wait, yeah. No, I can't remember which one he's in now. I don't know. Anyways. Vox, is it Vox? I did it! You did the cosplay for Owl House? I was Daddy Titan in his jammies. Oh. You 3D printed it, though? Dude, that's amazing. Seriously. 3D printers can do anything. Valentino is a character. Who's Valentino is the moth pimp, I think, right? You know what? I'm gonna look it up. This is gonna bug all of us. Hold on. By the way, side note, I'm so happy I use natural hair products. I found this on the ground today. My dogs tried drinking this and like chewed the lid. This was like on a high shelf in my bathroom. I have no idea how this happened, but it's like hair oil. Dogs though. Hold on. Is he in Has-Been? I'm mixing up the shows. Is he in Has-Been or is he in Hell of a Boss, the TV guy? TV character. Valentino Velvet. Was it Vox? Oh my god, did I get it right? His name is actually Vox. I'm so proud of myself if I did. That's incredible. I think it's Has-Been. That's what I'm gonna look up. Why can't I get the TV, dude? Why can't it's just giving me all the cast, but no where? Help. Vox. Oh my god, I did it. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's a miracle when my brain actually gets something right. I remembered Valentino was the moth though, because I like moths and I don't like that he's an evil pimp. Pimp. Holy shit. What up, Barry? How are you, love? Yeah, I think Valentino is a cameo, and I mean, I think Blitzo and oh god, what's his wife's name? They have a very small cameo in Has-Been as well, right? I'm holy. Look at my holes. Make a hole with his hands. Don't lie. You're bending over. I see you, B. I see you. Moxie and Millie. I think they had a cameo, right? Like a very, very. We had to like pause it and really freeze the screen, but they had a cameo in it. Oh my god, Vox, absolutely not. I was trying to remember a character's name from Has-Been Hotel, and I couldn't. I kept saying the name over and over because I couldn't figure out if it was the right name. But his name is Vox. He's a super cool character. I think evil, but still cool. Still really, really dope. I need more Has-Been, by the way. The TV guy, yeah. I couldn't. We knew it was a V. We were going V's, and I was like, Vox, maybe? I don't. Possibly. I couldn't remember. My brain broke on it. I apologize. If that was making your ears tickle, that's my bad. In another time zone, I'm gonna go make some dinner. Drakus, thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening. Eat something delicious for us. Imagine me as a spitter. I didn't spit in the video, though. Cheers. Did I cheers with you, Lizzie? Sorry, I was catching up on chat. I got too excited because I was looking for the character names. I have a couple links I'm moving over. And then... Oh my god.
Calm the bitch down.
Look at that precious bag of skin. What the fuck did I do? I'll never tell. Dude. I think we're supposed to hate Velvet. Personal opinion, but I truly dislike her. Like, I think we talked about this when we watched the show, but I was like, the first time we watched it, I was like, this song I don't like her song with What's Her Fuck. And then the second time I was like, oh shit, no, the song's a banger. I don't like her, but I don't think we're supposed to. I'm curious to see where that goes. But she doesn't strike me as a character that we're supposed to be fond of, really. Know what I mean? I know, that's a chunky baby, and I love them so much. I would die for your baby. I would die for your dog, ma'am. Empress of this. That being said, like, I don't want to body shame a dog, but it can greatly shorten the lifespan of a dog to let them be, like severely overweight. But look at those. Look at it. Look at his arms. I love him so much. I love him so much. The soul. I love him so much. Look at that baby. Oh, that's the soul spot. Bill does that. Lilith, she moans like crazy if you get a good spot. That moan at the beginning sounded so much like Bill. She does that same shit. That's so funny. I bet that dog is so fun to snuggle. Look at him just melt. You're a perfect baby and I love you. Look at the arms. I love them. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that dog's got a pretty good life, yeah? Because, like, yes. This gives me, like, chills on the back of my neck. I love this shit. A happy dog. Just getting the scritches. That's a perfect being. I would die for your dog. I just want to let you know. Eddie and Allie, I would die for you. Whoever you are, little puppy. Yeah. I'm saying this dog has a very good life, and that gives me happy. That is just the cutest shit I've ever seen. There was music. I wanted to do. Oh, this one. Okay, what is this? This is the receipt. Black Walt. Is that the fucking hoodie from El Siberiano? Estepario, whatever? Wait, did you buy me that hoodie? Stop it. Oh my God, how did you find it? Wait, did we find it at one point? I feel like we found it and it was super expensive. Don't tell me. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm never going to not wear that. I'm going to wear that with my long sleeve shirt that Vizzy got me that says, like, fucking love yourself or whatever. Oh, they're expensive, right? I think because they're nice, though. Because I think we found them when we went through the website and I was like, holy shit, these are so pricey, but they're like great. Holy shit, thank you. Dude. Thank you. I'm a patient bitch. Also Polish, so it works out. Just a little Polish Jew doing my thing. Do. Thank you. I seriously saw like pending paid and exited out of it. I was real scared that was someone's receipt they sent me on accident. I looked at nothing else. Thank you. I fucking appreciate you. Does it come with sausage and pierogies? I hope so. That'd be sick. What kind of cocky Polish Jew? The cylindrical kind? Oh, fuck! Cockney would have been better. I was trying to think. I thought you meant cock. I'm gonna stop now. This is the one that I think Vex gave me. It autoplayed, of course, so fucking YouTube fucking shorts. So I never get them played at the very beginning, so we always end up watching them twice. I do apologize, but they're usually pretty short. But this is the thing about the processed foods, I think, or something. The phallic-shaped kinds, exactly. Tube-ish, if you will. I'm gay. I rarely mean cock. I mean Lizzie. I love pussy too, but like penises are funny. Bodies are funny, let's be real. Horn. Oh my God. What? Okay. That's LZT's. I don't know if he. It's right? No shit. This is just a fucking, my brain went to a different place for a minute. In Baltimore, for some reason, people call each other horn. It's a fit, like, it's It's a thing. Like there's restaurants called Hun. How you doing, Hun? HON. I don't know. Is it everywhere in the Mid-Atlantic? I've only experienced it in Maryland. It's like this fucking weird colloquial thing. Everybody calls each other Hun. Going to Hayward County, Hun? You say Hun, but they say Hun. Like it's like almost a hard O almost. It's that weird. You know what it is. It's that weird Mid-Atlantic thing. It's not weird. It's beautiful, but it's so unique. I've only ever experienced it in Maryland. It's so there's something I couldn't even explain it, but the older generations tend to have it super strong. Like, whoa. And it's Hun instead of like Hun, you know. I call someone Hun, honey. How you doing, Hun? Hun. How you doing, Hun? It's so weird. I not, and by weird I mean interesting, just unique. They call it the Mid-Atlantic accent, but that technically encompasses like Pennsylvania and shit. And Pennsylvania accent's a little bit different. You're not weird. You're unique. We say Hun like normal people. Wait, what do you mean? What's a normal people? Everyone has their own language, right? Dude, I mean, even like people just people that live around the Great Lakes have unique accents and shit. It's so interesting. I love it. Especially at the Waffle House, Crackle Barrel. What can I get you, Hun? Yeah, Hun though, right? Unless it's Hun, in which case go for it. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know what the fuck you were saying. Oh yeah, it's Hun. It's like calling someone honey, but they say Hun. Oh, if you've ever seen the newer Hairspray with John Travolta actually does a phenomenally good Mid-Atlantic accent, like very exaggerated, but he calls everyone Hun. How you doing, Hun? That's how they say it. It's pervasive. I don't know. It's a thing. The PA accent split at the Appalachians. What would you say the difference is? I think I only know like the East Coast side, like the East, like Philly. I know like the Philly accent, but I don't. Which is weird because my family like lived in Pittsburgh for a while. We have a graveyard there too. A lot of dead people. Sorry. Yeah. No. Like Hun, like calling someone Hun, but they say Hun. Like there is. Hold on. Cafe Hun. Baltimore, man. I don't know. I wish I could blow it up, but I don't have the view, like view image, whatever, so I can't make that big, but it says it on the window, Cafe Hun. I don't Flamingos are also a thing in Baltimore, and I don't know why. I have no idea. That I could not explain to you. But Cafe Hun, I like this is like a little part of Baltimore that's like cutesy and has shopping and shit. So walking by that's pretty common. I've never eaten there. I have no idea. I actually this is a rumor. This is a Baltimore rumor. I have no idea if this is true. But rumor has it that the owner of this restaurant, she's owned it for many, many years. She tried to trademark the word Hun and the city like villainized her for it. And so no one goes to a restaurant, but it's still open. So I don't know. I don't actually post COVID. I don't know if it is anymore, but it was. Glacial motherfucking Cinder. How are you, love? I hope you're doing well. Tracy Turnblad. Horn. Yeah, exactly. She does it well. I mean, seriously. But it's most strong, I noticed, like, in my ex's mother. Like, the older, like, my mom's generation, the horn is strong. Younger generation, not so much. But I mean, it's that strong. Like, the John Travolta, he does it very well. It's very strong. I don't know the flamingo thing. There's a lot of flamingo stuff in Baltimore, and I don't know. I don't. If anybody knows, tell me. I've never. No one talks about it. I have no idea. The Hun thing, though, when you just live there. Western PA is more Pittsburgh accent, which is quite unique, and then Philly accent on the other half of the state. See, the Philly accent I always felt like was like an amalgamation. Like they've definitely got some unique colloquialisms, but then a lot of it is also the Baltimore mid-Atlantic kind of mush up. I don't want to talk about it too much because Kills will come out of nowhere and talk about we're not even going to say it. I can't. I literally can't say it. I don't want to talk about it. Sit down, Kills. I learned of heresy ramen today. Fucking disgusting. I want exactly 0 to do with that at all. But they're now pre-making heresy ramen, so yay! I mean, honestly, the fact that Dan and I's relationship has literally lasted the test of time, 9 years, holy fuck my ass. And the things that Dan has introduced to me that I can remember offhand, Malort, heresy ramen. Does Dan want me dead? I honestly, Scott, I'm scared to say it out loud. The last time we talked about this, I fucked my mouth up and I can't say it anymore. I started saying, I don't want to say it. I tried saying it the way someone else does. And now I've done something wrong. Iron. There. That's how I say it. I'm not going to do it again. I can't. I'll break it. Iron. That's it. Is that wrong? Malort is straight throat death. That shit you burp for a week later and want to die. No. Yuck. Why? Dan is a gremlin. He is. Oh my god, you're right. He's like the gremlin we love. Y'all weirdos say Carmel? Like the place? Is it? See, and no shit, you've seen the video, right? I'm gonna say it real quick and I'm not gonna look at words. Aaron. You've seen the video, right? If I think about it too hard, I've fucked myself up trying to rewrite the way I speak and now I can't say it right. Uh yeah. It hurts how real it is, but I very much so relate to that to the Mid-Atlantic accent. But like same with up north a little bit. Like Kills likes to make fun of me, but he ain't out there saying it right. So, you know what's interesting? All over the US, it's completely different, Lizzie. We were talking about this in chat really recently. It's super interesting. Like, for instance, myself, I use both interchangeably depending on the consistency of said goo. So, like, same with toffee and taffy. If it's hard, like brittle, it's toffee. If it's like stretchy, ooey gooey, taffy. And I don't do this on purpose. This is just where my brain has gone. With caramel and caramel, if it's hard, it's caramel. If it's like melty, ooey gooey, caramel. Chat made me realize this because I had to think about it and I'm like, you know what? I think I say both. Mandracan, what the fuck? Thank you for gifting 5 subs in the chat, you generous fuck. I appreciate you. Stickman ZJ, Finfile, Captain Swiggy, Hikaru, Kira, Quick Almighty, go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Taffy is, well, I mean, theoretically, they're both just sugar, right? Pretty positive. Like, both is literally just sugar cooked to a different temperature. So, like, one becomes brittle and breakable, and one stays stretchy. And then, depending on how you process it afterwards, like, for instance, I'm sure you've heard of, like, saltwater taffy. They, like, put it on that weird machine that does that weird stretching thing. So, they're stretching air into it to make it, like, fluffy and delicious. Same, they're just sugar. So, yeah, kind of. Yeah, taffy's aerated by those weird thingies that do this, that are in every shop window on the East Coast ever. I love saltwater taffy. That texture is just to die for. Oh, Lizzie, taffy. It's aerated. So have you seen those? I'm sure you've seen it. Like I'm gonna pull it up. I'm just gonna pull up because I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it's like taffy. They call it a taffy. You used to do it by hand. 2 people would stretch the taffy between themselves, and it's called taffy pulling. But now they have a machine that does it. And if you walk up and down the East Coast, it's like every single candy shop on the water, it's gonna have that in the front window. I'd put money down on it. It has the taffy pull right there. Yeah, it's similar to soft caramel, but like it's somehow fluffy. They are mesmerizing, I know. Have you ever got to see him put a fresh ball on it? I love it. I'm obsessed. It's so cool. Like, it's literally like a ball of hot melted just candy, hot melted sugar that's huge. And they throw it on this puller and stretch it over 2 arms, and the puller just starts going. And it goes from like a deep, dark, like melted color to being this pale, aerated, fluffy shit. It's amazing. It's so fucking mesmerizing to stare at. Yeah, hold on. Taffy Pull. I just want you to see the machine because I know you've probably seen it at least in movies or something. They're quite interesting, but the taffy itself is it's fucking delicious. No. Guys said it, so we said it. America! Frick yeah! Hi, Bubba. How are you doing today? You smell farty. Have you shat recently? You're a farty little fuck today. Names stick, you're not wrong. I mean, seriously, though. Bubba and Bill, that's not their names. Bare arm carries, get out of my head. I was literally thinking, like, oh god, there's hair in that. But you know what? I want to enjoy taffy, so I have to stop thinking about it. Language does shift and morph. You're very, very right. Aluminum, like, once I actually heard the why we say aluminum instead of aluminium, I was in school in chemistry at the time. I was like, fuck. Like, everything else related has an eum at the end. Why did we fuck up aluminum? It should be aluminium. Like, it just should be. No one fucked up any other elements. But just that. That's like the one that I'm like, oh, what did we do? Science stuff, you know? Do you say, I don't know. If I say that word too much, I start going, I don't. Ask. Now I don't know. You gotta wait till I say it conversationally because now I'm just reading. I don't know. Do I? What do I say? Do I say ask or ask? Ask. I think I say ask. Ask. I don't know. Hi, bud. Yeah, but ironium wasn't ironium somewhere else, and then America just took it and was like, just kidding, iron. You know, like we have helium and a lot of other eums that chromium. I don't know. Think of some fucking elements. It's been a while. I actually have an elemental table on my desk. There's tons of eums on there, and we didn't take any of the other ones and go, can we make it lazier, though? Like, there was just no logical reason for that one. I'm not saying all of the elements have to have an eum at the end, but we just took one and fucked it. Just doesn't make any sense. You fuck my ass with that goldium, you motherfuckers. Language shifts and morphs, and it's beautiful. That's the only one that I'm like, why? I just want to know why. Actually, I think I do. I don't know how I say those. I don't know. Iron's technically ferrite, which is why the symbol's Fe. Yeah. It's like K for potassium. The Latin names, I think, right? He's doing the thing. It's a good spot, huh, bud? Is that good itch? Yeah. Americium, Americium. Is that new? I've never heard of Americium. That's interesting. But in English, you say tungsten. Wait, what's it supposed to be? I missed one. Wait, oh god, what's it supposed to be? Let me know. I have to pee really bad, and then we'll finish these links. First break. BRB. I gotta pee so bad. It hit, and I can't think straight, but like, what? But not new. I mean, newish. Like, I haven't been in a chemistry course for like 12 years. Welcome back. So, I'm just checking my email.
Dinner was full.
Good morning, Sarah. Thank you for oh my god, 87 months. Jesus fucking dick, son of fart. Thank you for subbing the class, keeping the class alive and giving it any swings for literally ever. I just realized my fucking ad didn't run again. I clicked on the wrong monitor. That's okay. I have a stupid thing to read you really quick, and then I gotta run a dumb ad. I'm sorry. It's for some reason they're not running on one, but they run when I click them here, and I forgot. That's me. Thank you for the biddies. I heard you're feeling better, Cocky. I'm very happy. Like Crispy came in and said you guys are having a really good relaxing time, no pants days, and I was like, yeah, but Cocky's sick, and he said you're feeling so much better, and that makes me really happy. So Sinimos, thank you for those biddies. Oh my god, happy 426. I missed 420. Good. Oh god, is it Aaron or Nine? Okay, no. Okay, good. Cheers. I'm glad. Thank you for the biddies, Sinimos. I appreciate you. Sarah, I hope you're doing well. That's so many months. Thank you, Vissy. My ex and Bessie went official with their relationship. I was 1,000% right. I'm beyond disgusted. They've been secretly dating while lying and manipulating me. I mean, Jade, from just what the little you've shared with us, you called it and we kind of all agreed. Like, you knew it. He's a manipulative bitch and you're better off. You're fucking better off. I hope Con today doesn't involve stalkers, because fuck that shit. So I was checking my email and I got an email from my college, my undergrad, a birthday email. And I just think it's hilarious because I bitch probably way too often about how much I fucking hate the constant rain of Western Washington, and it's why I left. Like, it's constant, it's never ending, it comes up from the ground, it just never stops. This is their birthday message. Celebrating your special day here at Western Washington University, where the rain can't dampen the joy and every drop adds to the vibrant tapestry of memories. Okay. That shit made me laugh. I know. Okay. Thanks for the hype train, you fucks. How'd you do that? Thank you. Oh, so tungsten's actually called wolfram, which is why the elemental symbol is W. Tungsten in Swedish means heavy stone, which gives it a distinct caveman feel. Heavy stone. That's kind of badass. Sounds like a band name. Holy shit, with a 50. Girl, you can have a fucking good day. Was looking through Twitch setting and saw that stopped banned users from viewing stream as a new option, by the way. Yes, they rolled that out as a beta thing for a bit. And I had it and I activated it immediately. Not that I have a shit ton of banned users, but come on, that's common sense. The fact that you can ban a creep and they can still stare at your stream is insane. That's weird, right? They're so weirdly proud of their constant wet rain lifestyle. I don't know. It's okay, sure. I to each their own. Some people legitimately love being wet and cold 24/7. Whatever. If you love that, that's your prerogative, I guess. Not my jam. Sugar, thank you. How are you? How young am I? 36. I've been 18 for 18 years. Crazy. Crazy. What's a lemon? I don't know. I don't get anything wet. Brr. I gotta put on my space heater. That's what sunglasses are for. Being wet doesn't bother me. It's the cold. Because wet indefinitely always comes with cold if it's Washington. I've told you those stories. Where I went to college, Western Washington University, it's way up in Bellingham, which is on the border of Canada, and the icicles would be this way off of trees because we don't get snow very often. Well, we didn't. They do now. But you'd get freezing rain. The rain is so cold it freezes into icicles off the tree branches, so they'd be sideways. They looked like something out of a movie. It was insane. It was so weird. Thank you, Young. Happy Sunday. How are you, love? Once this hype train expires, I'll run the stupid ad just to get it out of the way, and then we can enjoy our stuff. I'm sorry, it just didn't. It failed sauced, or I failed sauced. Human error. I totally get that. I am so sun sensitive. It's stupid. These sunglasses are actually pretty dank. I wear these a lot. These are my favorite sunglasses I've ever owned, but I get you. I'm super sun sensitive. I just don't want to be cold. 25 plus 15. Damn. Isn't that weird? When you can quantify it like that, it's the 7th anniversary of your 29th birthday. Exactly. It's perfect. Barry, what the tit fart? Holy shit. Stop it. Thank you, LZT. I appreciate you. Barry just gifted 10 subs in the chat. You generous slut. Thank you. Chark Docklet. I like your name. Ruin 15. What cats know? Everything. Boone Phoenix. Mandrake to Wise. Large Fromage. Bubu Laser Gun. Bliffle Splick. Zygarnet Nico. And Be Amazing. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Thank you, Barry. It literally was. You just bumped us up into another hype train level. I fucking appreciate you. Thank you, you kind hoe. I've been 29 for a really long time. I don't know if I'd want to be 31. Simply because I had my like mental breakdown at 30 and got medicated and got into therapy at 30. And if I stayed 29, like, oh my God. I like wasn't okay. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Jesus God, what the fuck? Holy shit, Glut, what the tit? Thank you. What? That made my heart skip. Glut just gifted 27 fucking what? Gifts in the chat. You generous slut. Thank you. The fuck? Scudleys, Mal for the win. Sawblade Manor, Nessero, Sagar, Auditum. Wait, oh, it jumped. Swiss all beyond board. Perfide Volpes. Perfide? Perfide Volps? I think I fucked that up and I apologize. Red Dragon Rob, Etten the Breton, Mystic Storm 88, Kurjo. I'm sorry, this keeps skipping and I'm scrolling up to it. Vixie Star, Rocket Pants, Elfie McDork, Giant Coffee Bean, Zandivia, G Smith, 463, Fracture Risk, Arcane Oracle, Reaper Grim, Kitten 120, Gamer Grail, Dan. Dan for sure. Jesus Christ, it jumped again. Mr. Peril, Beck 7, and Lost Soul. Jesus, I thought it was an explosion. It jumped. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here to accept these wings upon your anus. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I fucking appreciate you, Glut. That was really fuck what? Thank you. I hope I got them all. I'm sorry, but thank you. Goddamn. Thank you. Thank you. Math is overrated. I was 35 for 15 years in a row, and then I decided at like 50 and have been counting normal since. Yeah. I'm not afraid of my age, honestly. I've never been weird about the number. But if I had to stay in age, I'd want it to at least be 31 where I got my meds on board because I was not okay before that. Like, I'm never going to be great, but, you know, wow. Therapy and meds have just really flipped my life upside down. I really enjoy Napoleon Dynamite. But I don't like that there was a period of time where it was like they tried recreating Napoleon Dynamite over and over, like that awkward humor. Napoleon Dynamite's like a gem in the rough. I don't know. It worked. And this dance scene is everything in it. Yeah. Jamiroquai is everything, let's be honest. Oh, before the beat is, I mean, yeah, that'd be great. If I had to go back before an injury, though, I'd be 12. That'd be terrible. What up, Palatable? Thank you, Honeybean. Not gonna lie, turning 40 was traumatic. I don't know why. I cried most of the day. I hated it, but 50's been freeing as fuck. I wonder... 40. I wonder why. Huh. I think I was kind of scared of 30. But not because of the age or the number or anything. It's because, like, at 30... I had like a predisposed notion that like, you know, your teens are your teens, your 20s where you figure it out, your 30s you've got it figured out. And when I turned 30, I was like, I don't got shit figured out. But I'm slowly realizing that age doesn't mean anything. None of us ever figure it out ever. Like I still feel 16. I still feel the same way, you know, like nothing's really changed. I'm more emotionally regulated, I would say. Thank you for the massive hype train, by the way. Level 6, my God. All of those happened less than a decade ago. Fuck that shit. Were you excited for 30? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. Age, like, all of you guys know, I've talked about the women in my family, but all the women in my family are really neurotic about their age. Like, one of my aunts has so much plastic surgery, she's unrecognizable. Like, they dye their hair like crazy. Like, they're so weird about it that I feel like I'm the opposite. Like, I'm kind of excited to have long gray hair and be like a witch. in the woods. I'm kind of stoked for it. I don't know. Like I'm kind of stoked that I've just made it this far. Like, it's a big deal. What the fuck, Shiuku, you generous hoe. Thank you. Thank you for gifting 5 subs in the chat. I fucking appreciate you. Techos440, Isolated Ray, Snowy 180, Dampire 16, and Castle 328. You're all Bubbles is the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. With chairs, like on purpose. Good morning, Rage. How are you, love? Thank you for the biddies. I'm sorry if I missed anything. I'm trying to catch up. I appreciate you. Mandracan, thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the hype train. You were too kind. Swamp crone? Yeah, but like if it's, I don't know if I want to be in a warm swamp because that means mosquitoes. I don't know. I haven't found my perfect like biome yet, but yeah, I'm kind of thrilled for it. Long, crazy white braids and just like smoking fat cigars on my porch and scaring kids or something, spitting at them. I don't know. It sounds kind of dope. Being young is stressful. I don't know why anybody wants to stay that way. You know? Like I'm stoked to like practical magic aunts lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a smaller house cuz that's a lot of stairs. 30 was I honestly think I forgot my birthday because I was so tired and had to get ready for work. I honestly, until other people talk about it, I forget about mine every year. With ADHD, all my years blur together and I have to remember how old I am sometimes. Didn't help 2020. Dude, I don't know if it's ADHD or not, but the entire like COVID height was like deleted. It's like we skipped 4 years. So it's weird to feel like I'm in my late 30s because I've done nothing in my 30s. Like I haven't traveled anywhere. I've done fuck all. And I'm almost out of them. And it just feels weird. It's like 4 years we just lost. They got deleted out. Do they have skunk weed? Yeah, physically young is great. Like I want my body to work. In my 30s and still waiting for the fear and overwhelm to give way that smug self-assurance adults seem to have. I think they're faking it. I think it's fake. Yeah. You know what's crazy, Glut? It's so stupid, but my mom, my whole life, has talked about how her 30s were the best time of her life. She fucking lived for her 30s. And so I had this, I'm stoked for my 30s. Funny universe. Funny. I think COVID fucked a lot of time for a lot of people, dude. It's so weird. And the wild rhubarb, fuck yeah, dude. My stepdad used to kind of live in a swamp like that, and we used to go wade around it and find little salamanders and frogs. It was my favorite thing ever. Yeah, I love rhubarb so much. Sour is everything. Cheers to that. Can't confirm we're faking it. That's what I'm saying. Like I have friends of all, like I have friends my parents' age. I have friends between that. I have friends of all ages, and like I don't have one person in my life who's older or younger than me who claims to have figured it out. And I feel kind of a sense of peace in that. Like there's a sense of relief in knowing that we can stop trying to figure it out because it's just not going to happen. It doesn't mean like give up on life, but you know what I mean? We don't ever figure it out. And that's kind of there's a sense of freedom in that. I kind of like that because I've told you guys like I definitely bought into the recipe of like go to college, find a man, get married, white picket fence, kids, and you're good. And now you're happy and life is done. And when none of that turned out, I was like, oh no, I'll never be happy. And that's bullshit. This song's about watching someone masturbate, I think. Cheers. Oh shit. I mean, Vissy, save him. And that's the thing, like, a lot of adults are getting, like, adult, like, I think for a lot of us, myself included, going to therapy at a certain point in our lives was very taboo. And like, not only did most of us not have insurance for it, but it wasn't something that was talked about. And so now that it's a lot less taboo, and or you're like me and you had a fucking breakdown, it was like your body told you it was time to go to therapy. We end up diagnosed in adulthood. And it's like that's when life started for me. Like my 20s, I didn't remember them at 29. Like my 20s were just like a nauseating blur of trying to survive and trying to be a person that I thought I was supposed to, I think. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Like it's a 24/7 in your head. Like you're constantly like practicing conversations. Like not kidding you. Like pre-practicing possible conversations that might happen. Like I feel like that was my entire 20s. Was just that. And then I don't know what age, but towards the end of my 20s/30s, I started kind of realizing that that's fucked. And no one can survive. I mean, if you try to survive that way, you'll go crazy. You'll go crazier than I am. You know, you'll like it's not sustainable. And I've told you this before, but I definitely had a moment where I was like, okay, how do I word this? Why do the people that want to be my friend, I'm not interested in being friends with? And I mean that in a nice tone. It's not like I hated people. It was just like we had nothing. In my mind, we have nothing in common. Why are you inviting me over? In their mind, we had everything in common because of this disgusting mask I had created so hardcore, it was never not there anymore. And so, like, it sounds, common sense, but like what you put out into the world is what you're going to attract, right? So you put on this like mask of what you think is supposed to be normal, and that's who you're going to attract. I mean, it was so miserable. It was weird. It was weird. Mindfuckery, man. Super mindfuckery. And then I still struggle with like, there's a dog hair in my mouth, with shaking that customer service self everywhere I go. Like, I have this twinge in my body that's like, if I'm around humans, I need to smile, be pleasant, and be courteous of them at all times, no matter who they are or anytime. It's so weird. It's like, I'm afraid of every human like they're my teacher in second grade or something. It's really bizarre. You let someone who lets you foreskin talk. Facts. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't want to be with someone who didn't let me fuck around with their foreskin. Or at least their little whispering eye. I mean, not in a mean way, but just like, bodies are cool and I don't have that. And turbulent, exactly. Like, and that's another thing. Like, I think my parents, had this definitely like projected a disposition onto me that my 20s were about like being an adult, getting a house and all this stuff. Because in their day and age, when you went to college, you actually did go to college for only 4 years. You got out at 21, 22 with a degree that got you a job, et cetera, et cetera. But like we were talking about this really recently, but statistics say that the average American student going to a state school, it takes about 6 years to get a 4-year degree anymore. And that's like the minimum amount of time because waiting for classes, blah, 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 retaking classes, et cetera, like so many extraneous circumstances. But you end up in your mid 20s, late 20s by the time you're out of school. It's crazy. Jobs, personal relationships. Yep. I'd love to have my 20-year-old body again, though. Man, I did not have a good body. I ate my feelings hard. Most people out the end of their 20s giving up trying to care about what all the shouty people put pressure on you to care about with the aim of expecting you to. Yes. It's like it's that game of pretend, right? I think about it anytime I have to go to a bank for some reason. Banks really stick out to me because everybody's dressed up all fancy and, suits and ties, and they act like it's like this weird atmosphere where no one cusses and no one shits. They're paid to kind of play pretend. It's really bizarre, An advertising blimp just randomly is flying in the sky above my house. What? What's it advertising? I don't think I've ever seen an actual blimp. I don't think I've ever seen a blimp in my life, like a real one. That's kind of badass. What the fuck are they advertising though? I saw a random TikTok of some Southern lady saying, "Say the weird thing, everyone's begging for realness." And that's basically a slogan for my whole personality now. Honestly, I think people truly are begging for the weird. Like begging just I saw something really similar and I don't remember who said the quote or whatever, but it was like, "Stop, screw fashion, screw personal aesthetic, let's get into personality." Something along those lines, and I was like, "Yeah, that would be dope, man." I thrive on a unique personality, man. That's the coolest thing to me, and that really hit really hard, and I can't remember who the fuck said it. But it was something about, like, fuck fashion, fuck your aesthetic. Let's make personality the new cool thing. And I was like, "Oh, yes." I want that really bad. Like, that was great. I took that photo shoot I did this year to truly love my face for not my face not smiling. Excuse me, I can read. I was taught smiling is the only way to take pictures. Same. Same. It's so and like some of the most interesting pictures in the world that are the most beautiful are a neutral face, to be honest. I think. Fuck me though. So you know what's crazy, Hello? Yes, I think not even looking at a statistic or looking at any actual information, I would just go offhand and say, yes, the vast majority of babies in the US are circumcised. That being said, I myself have incurred multiple foreskins in my life. Like, there are many. There's too many people, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you said 2/3 of America are circumcised, that's still a shit ton of people with foreskins going around out there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's so I mean, no shit. One of my good friends, his son was circumcised and they didn't want him to be circumcised. It's so routine that the nurses or whoever the fuck took the baby to go do it didn't even look at the paperwork. And so now he has to he's not circumcised. So he has to explain to his son, his baby son, who's now like a middle schooler or something's crazy, time flies. But he had to explain to his son constantly why their penises look different because the doctor fucked up. Yes, they sued. Don't worry. But it's kind of fucked up. I don't know. It's in my opinion, everyone's genitals are beautiful. You didn't have a choice. To each their fucking own. Like it doesn't have adverse actions, but it's such a strange practice that we just have socially accepted cutting up penises at birth is like, yeah. And someone decided, I don't know where it started the whole cleanliness thing, but like, I'm sorry if the options are teach your child how to clean their foreskin or cut it off, and you're choosing cutting it off. You know what I'm saying? Let's just cut off the pieces we don't want to teach people how to clean. It's the dude, Bible, biblical. We read about it in the Bible. It's crazy. It evolved from being a trick to slay an entire army into a sacrament replacement for slaying your firstborn son. Lizzie taught me this. I remember things. Yeah, like why even let babies have teeth? Let's just pull them out as they come in, start with dentures, fuck it up. High 100% of the time, just pretends to be acting 100% of the time, profit. I mean, word, if you're always high, how can you even tell? I still feel like I have to play pretend around the parent I have left and people in public. Oh, absolutely. I think everybody has like compartmentalized, I don't want to say personalities, but like versions of ourselves we present to certain audiences. And I think that's very normal. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There comes a point where it can be manipulative behavior, but I think all of us do that. It's like time and place, you know? I'm regularly told that I need to pray more and be more positive by this parent. Ooh, I hate that. Saw an ad blimp in the 60s over the apartment building we were in. It was lit up like a freaking mothership from the Devil's Tower. That would be so sick to see, though. I mean, blimps are cool. I think they're really dangerous. But I don't know. My 40-year-old body weighs less than my 20-year-old body, but I wish I had my 20-year-old back again. I feel that spiritually. I'm quite literally in the best shape I've ever been in my life. But like sleeping is a hazardous activity. And that drives me crazy. And it's just like the discipline at this age is much better than I was, you know, at my little crazy self in my 20s. Fix your face. Oh, God. Give me your real smile. I don't know anymore. That was it. And now you're claiming it's not? I don't know what to do. Yeah. Don't be weird. That was a common one. I hated that one. Yeah, to each their fucking own and each to their own fucking yes. Their own. Yeah, I don't know if I said it right, but yes, I agree 100%. It is. I mean, just I don't know. It's just I don't have any kids, but it's weird. And like in case anyone else is thinking of having babies and you want to cut up your baby dick because you're scared people won't suck it, I've sucked all the uncut dicks I've ever come in contact with because their parents taught them how to clean them. So like average looking bitches don't shy away from a natural penis. I've heard so many people my age be like, I don't want someone to think their dick's ugly. All right. Genitals are just their genitals. Like, I don't want to say they're ugly, but like, they're not necessarily functionally meant there to be looked at. I don't know how to get real with that, but you know what I mean? I don't know any girls that literally come upon foreskin and suddenly the deal's off. Like, if you're hygienic, fuck it. Yeah, how did I fuck up my back? Slept weird. Sneezing? No shit. The first time I seriously like I pulled something weird that put me up for a few days, buckling my seatbelt. Buckling my goddamn seatbelt. That just tweaked me. I literally had to like stay home and lay in bed for a couple days. It was terrible. Even if I didn't say it right, all right, cool. I tried. I did my best. Oh, you want a clean dick? Never mind. I mean, in general, clean people are my favorite. Just like hygienic. I don't need squeaky smelling like soap, but you know, if there's smegs up in that, I ain't gonna volunteer to clean it with my tongue. So there's that. Yeah, everyone should be hygiening themselves. That's just facts. Yeah. If everyone died, we would not have to care about hygiene ever again. You're not wrong. I mean, we wouldn't have to care about anything again, theoretically. They don't call it bumping pretties. Exactly. Yeah. Human bodies are gross. I mean, that's same. I agree. There's half of me that's like the artist side that I find human bodies absolutely stunning and beautiful, all of them, and I love the variety in them and how we are just so diverse as a species. It's so fucking cool to me. But the other half of me, then I start thinking about their breath and their teeth and their pits and their skin texture and like and what was the last thing they went to the doctor for and like ew, people, gross, people, gross. I've tried running ads 3 times and it's just not going, which makes me think it makes me think they ran and it's just not registering. You know what I mean? Like normally it'll be grayed out and say you can't run an ad, but it's not grayed out, but I can't run an ad, which makes me think the one I ran earlier might be running in the web and the dashboard's just being weird, but I don't fucking know. I'm hoping, but I've clicked it 3 times. Well, I walked out of the bedroom and the first thing he said to me today, "You want this, Dickie? Is it clean, bitch?" Dude, I know belly buttons though, fucking wild. I've had a lot of patients who leak PPE out of their belly buttons, and they come in with little crystals in their belly buttons, and they're like, "Am I dying?" I'm like, "No, it's just your belly button saying hi to mom or whatever." Aquarion, seriously, like we laugh at gas, but if you heard the insides like that, it's like the worst mouth sounds you can fucking imagine. What? It's funny to me that my parents got me circumcised But my day wasn't because Gramps didn't want to pay the extra $10 to do it. Wait. So were you not because it was $10? That's hilarious. Anubis, you're great then. You're set. How is your eye, by the way? I know, fucking leaky belly buttons. We went there the other day, man. That's hilarious if that's true, that you didn't get circumcised because of that, because that's fucking hilarious. I mean, that's great. I think one of the only reasons I am grateful to be a vagina owner is that it's not normal, at least anywhere I've been in America, to cut me up at birth. Because they don't want to teach me how to clean that part of me. That being said, I have no rights to my body and whatnot, but yeah, that's one. I said one. There's a dog hair on me. I'm gonna go crazy. Ugh. Oh, you're circumcised, but your dad wasn't because your grandpa thought it was a waste of money. That's hilarious. What do you remember? This might be a weird question because you were probably still young. But did you ever have a conversation with your dad like, why do your penises look different? I've always wondered like if that would be that's got to be rough. Because like all the dads I know, you teach your kid how to piss in the toilet and whatever. You teach your kid about themselves. If you're a penis owner. Never came to mind. Nice. Cool. I just wondered. I mean, I couldn't even put myself in that place. I have no idea. I just generally curious. I think all of my brothers are snipped. Their mom's a fucking nut, though. Kind of makes sense. All right. Should we watch some of these videos? Because we have very little time until Helava, and I want to watch Helava. It's going to be great. This face. Yeah, son, you were born perfect. Your mother cried. We immediately chopped up your penis. I don't know. It's like if we were not meant to have foreskins, do we not think we'd be evolving to at least have smaller ones or less than or not foreskins anymore? No shit. I get on this hill a lot because all genitals are beautiful and feel great if you know what the fuck's up. Like, figure your stuff out. It's fine. But it baffles me because it is kind of a weird barbaric practice if you look at it just from outside eyes. And historically speaking, the farthest back we can find reference of it is biblical. And no shit, it was like this prince of one kingdom raped a princess of another kingdom. After raping her, went to her father and was like, I guess I'll have her. And the father was like, all right, but first you and your entire army have to circumcise themselves. And the prince, the raper, was like, okay. And on the day that they were all laying around recovering from their cut up penises, the king leveled the city. And then there's this big jump. And you know how there's like the put lamb blood on your door or kill your firstborn son thing, whatever, blah, blah. They replace the firstborn son death with chopping up the penis instead. Like that's apparently chopping the end of your dick off is good enough for God. And rabbis used to do it with their teeth. Wild. Dude, Sugar, what the fuck? Thank you for those biddies, you generous hoe. Because the cupcake, oh my god, they are cute though. The cupcake and the unicorn. The unicorn kind of looks like a little D and it makes me happy. I mean, I'm saying, like, Genius King. Great payback. Like, not only did they have to go through an entire day of suffering cutting their dicks off, then they just died. Like, they didn't even suffer through it for a good life or anything. Like, they just fucking great. Good. I mean, the other guys probably didn't deserve it, but that prince did. Fuck that guy. It's ancient. I mean, it's seriously, like, ancient references. But I don't know how it became normalized in society. I couldn't tell you that. We just read the Bible on stream. That's just all I know. Mandra, can you generous? Fuck, thank you. Thank you. Maybe it's just the doctor thinking the kid could have a bigger dick with him. bigger dick than him and thought, I'll fix this kid. Oh my God. Can you imagine if cutting off foreskins like actually did that? That would be so sad. I'd be pissed. Which is weird because the amount of foreskins chopped off, the amount of labias left intact is close to 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not chopping up babies born with vaginas and claiming like it keeps them cleaner or whatever. Or it's like, you know, no one will fuck my daughter if she has labia. They have labia. My child. I'm really trying to use gender neutral pronouns. Support me in this. You know what I mean? But there are places in the world that do chop up little vaginas. Absolutely. And they sew them closed and little girls die and they chop clits off. Like there are places in the world that are barbarically doing this shit. But it's not normalized in the US, thank fuck. Yeah, it's absolutely, I mean it's fuck that. Yeah, is that what it's called? Female genital mutilation. Is that what FGM? Yeah. I've read too many stories about it. It's still a thing. It's disgusting. Yeah, I know. Let's watch fun videos instead. I was going to say I'm going to try to run an ad one more time just in case. I've literally clicked it 3 times. I'm going to refresh my browser real quick, so I'm going to lose chat for a minute. And while it's just 3 minutes, I'm going to load a bowl cuz I need to load a bowl. And then we can watch funny videos and then we're going to watch all of Hell of a Boss and have a really fucking good day. And I think, like, subtext, love your body, wash your hands before and after self-touching. You're beautiful. None of this is any shake on anyone's anything. If someone ever shames you because of the way your genitals look, laugh at them and walk the fuck away. Not worth your time. Get the fuck away from those people. In my opinion, you beautiful. Yeah. I've been in the nude with many a body in my life, and never in my life have I thought, this one's different. Yuck. It's just pure excitement and thrill and like feely touchy time. Like never, ever. Bodies are amazing. All of them. They're fun and they're meant to be fun. There's a really good quote about that. It's like, what would love be like if we were all blind? All right. I've refreshed my shit. I'm trying the ad. 3 minutos if you need to pee and stuff. I'm just waiting for the fucking chat alert. That's what I want to happen. Because that really means it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, I'm gonna load bowl. It did it. Yeah, unfuck that. I'm off. Yeah, just don't even waste your breath on those people. I hadn't tried the /, but I would have if that wouldn't have worked. That was a good idea, actually. Anyone notice those streaming services have added ads to their service, like Prime, Netflix, etc.? Have they really? I saw Prime did, but I mean, the day that they did it, literally what I told chat was, I don't remember the last time I went to Prime to watch anything. Not that that makes it okay, but like, they've never had anything. I can't remember anything that I'm like, oh yeah, you got to go to Prime to watch that. Like, I can get it pretty much anywhere else. Like everywhere else has better shows, I guess. I don't know how to say that. So like, okay, Prime, do your best. Speaking of, don't forget your Prime sub. Every time you forget your Prime sub, Jeff Bezos gets a $5 bill shoved in his crusty G-string. Why is it crusty? Nobody knows. Stop it. There's a fuzz on my face. I'm going crazy. Nah, me neither. I have never I can't think of the last thing that was on Prime that I had to watch on Prime other than Has Been. That's the last thing. That's it. Has Been. And we didn't even have to watch it there. I wanted to because I want to support her as a creator, but that's it. That's the last, and for a long time before that, that's the last thing I've seen on there that was like Prime specific. I can't. Good morning. I cannot. Holy. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. And I said, it's all right. Na-na-na-na. Oh, the boys. That. Aw, hello. And we're cracked. Gondor calls for aid. Thank you for locking that. Someone was so intense about knocking yesterday. Like, chat heard it. It was. Man. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I forgot they like moved it and made it harder to find your Prime sub. So if anyone can't find the Prime sub button anymore, don't worry, it's still there. It's in the elevate your subscription section now with the sub tier option. They moved it and hid it, the bastards. Don't go into the light. It's bright, man. Yeah, that sideways winter sun. She nails. Yeah, that's why my stream like changes colors all day. Because I'm subjected to a window part of it, and then the sun moves around that side of the house. A Dick's, like... Dick's, or like sporting goods, or the burger. Oh, Queens. Is stream not working? Did stream go on live? Okay, because no shit, my dashboard says I'm offline as well. Maybe try refreshing. Oh man, stop it. Not today, computer. Okay, so for most people, just Queens. Boo. Yeah, it says I'm offline on my dashboard, but as long as you guys, we're cool. We're cool. Shitter's full! Thank you, Donna. Good morning, by the way. Good. Okay, it's not dropping. It's just, I'm sorry, Queens. Boo. I hope it gets to working. I think the ads are over. Yeah. All right. This one, I don't know. We only have a couple videos, and then we're going to watch Hell of a Boss, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Load bowl. It's, I mean, honestly, it's been, I can't remember the last, I can't remember, like, it's always iffy. It just always is, but Twitch is twitchy. Twitch be twitching, man. You gotta be, like, I think most streamers that last gotta be some form of freaky resilient to the nonsense, because, man, like, I'm pretty sure Barry's job is similar to banging your head against a brick wall continuously with a smile on your face. I don't know, man. Or do we just get numb? No, Stronlin, did I miss it? No. Hold on. No, I'm just cutting them at a certain time because we're gonna watch an entire series of something. So I don't want people to think I'm like, oh my god, ignoring links or whatever. Hold on, I grabbed 2. Stop it though. Can confirm. That explains the bruise. I don't know who gave me this one, but we did, but it's a photo, so it's whatever. This is great. That dog's precious as fuck. But like, what's a better thing to teach? I mean, I don't know what to. I mean, that's a big brick. Let's be real. The jaw strength, right? That is insane. I could probably barely pick that up with my hands. That dog is. Look at him though. Oh.
birthday.
Oh, boo.
I got you a waffle sausage egg sandwich, coffee cake, and an oat milk turtle mocha. Hot.
Thanks, boo. I can smell it. The sugar. Whoa. It's going to be good. It's good, though. No. I had my coffees, thankfully, but thank you. Yum. Oh my God. You know what it tastes like? Those thick ass hot chocolates you get at the gas station, which I love. Those are like guilty pleasure for me. Yeah. Thank you, boo. Yum, 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 yum. Hot, but delicious. Incoming 420. I just loaded a bowl. I'm ready because we've got a few videos and then I'm going to get up and pee really quick. Just shall we take our hell of a break? A hell of a break, if you will. She's got yolks. Da-na-na-na. Follow. I'm subscribing to Livingston, so I remember to go find his shit because he's got a great voice. I don't. No. I haven't seen that stand up yet, and I don't want to hear it. Spoilers. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. The slight stutter and then that like thick sound. It's kind of creepy. So that's what I'm wondering what they're for. Those chips are so thin. I almost wonder if they're turning it into soup or something. Like breaking it down. I gotta find the playlist. I'm gonna find the playlist real quick before we take a break so it'll get a minute to sit and, calm
the bitch down.
Do our alerts in chat work? Does anybody want to try those? I tried to do what I did for the alert for the ad break alert, but I don't know if it worked. If not, we can paste it to the top of the chat again. Ooh, or frying. Yum. Squash chips? Where do you find squash chips? Seriously, I'd eat the shit out of those. I like squash. My mic is a limp dick today. You a limp motherfucker. Hell of a boss. Liz. Where the fuck's the playlist? The playlist got deleted from my watched list and oh wait, did I find it? Maybe it just, I was worried that is it? Oh no, maybe this is the right one. This is the right one. I got it back. It's fine. Oh, let me double check. Let me make sure. Like, you know how it was like, it said it wasn't available anymore. I was like, oh, fuck no. Not that it's a bad thing if it was on Prime, but like, I trust yours better. I trust yours better. Yours looks different and more professional. Mine looked like not a fan thing, but it didn't have the official thumbnails. The official thumbnails. I appreciate you. Thank you. Get the mic a fluffer. I know. It's my mic. This mic arm's as old as me. It's held together with duct tape and hot glue, scrunchies, a bow that Vissy sent me. She's holding together, my dudes. She's fine. This represents the state of I think most of our mental health state. It's fine. We're doing fine. Don't fucking worry about it. A good mic arm is very expensive. Side note, though, I've looked at them and I'm like, oh my god, over $100. I cannot. Scrunchies, hair ties, hair clips. Oh yeah, anything you got. I no shit. The tissue paper that I use on my lights so they don't blind me is held together with sewing pins. Absolutely. Ask your question. I'm going to take a quick break and just pee. And I've got water and everything. I'm pretty much set. I got water. I got a soda. Yeah, I'm good. I got my Monster. I just want to pee and take the dogs out before we start Hell of a Boss, so I don't have to worry about them needing things while we're trying to enjoy it. Oh, yeah. Ask your medical question. I mean, as always, I might not have an answer or whatever, but I can absolutely try to help. I can do my best and guide you in the right direction. If you don't know what I'm talking about with Hell of a Boss, it's seriously a really, really good animated show about hell. How do you even, you know what? Just hang out, chill. The fear within her. What? Oh shit, you slammed your knee? No. Your poor fucking knee. Yeah, I think I followed her Twitter, the creator's Twitter, and I think she tweeted something recently about I don't know about it's the end of Helluva, but I know more episodes, right? Taxiderm's that clear shit. Yeah. It's clear, but it like keeps the wound clean, but it also is breathable. Because it's a lot of like bigger wounds like that, like road rash and stuff. It's really important to keep oxygen exposure going because oxygen helps the healing process. Oh, boom! They'll announce the release date for season 2 soon. Sick. Yes. Yeah, this is the one I saw. Perfect with the owl. Yep. Yep, Sanoderm on tattoos, which is essentially the same thing. I mean, I think Taxiderm's a brand name, honestly. I think it's like a hospital brand name or whatever, but it's the same shit. And it's just, it allows oxygen to get to the skin to help the healing process, but also keeps shit out. DJ, who's spreading lies? How can you even tell? I looked and act exactly the same. Honestly, I don't know, Queens. The last time I bought it was for a tattoo and I got it on Amazon because you can get big rolls of it and cut it to custom sizes. And it's usually a shit ton cheaper if you buy it that way. Versus like, if a Band-Aid company or something like that is selling it in separate special pre-cut slices and whatever, it's going to be way more expensive. But you can get a roll of it and you cut it to whatever size you want. It's very nice. Iodosorb, what is that? Is that like absorbent powder or whatever? Like a absorbent kind of thing? Yeah, Donna says she gets hers on Amazon as well. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I look that different. My hair is different. I don't wear as much makeup. But other than that, I mean, it's not too much, right? Oh, it's an iodine cream? Oh, fuck yeah. Yep, cover IVs. That's the most common use for them, honestly. That and burns. Scabs and stuff on joints are difficult, but you don't want to get it too solid because oh my god. Ever had a big old scab on your knuckle? Those are the fucking worst because you have to any bendy skin like that. Oh my god. Dude, Bubble, it's so fucking good. I know. So we've watched let me pause the music. We've watched the first season completely. However, my computer set itself on fire in the interim, so we've been like a couple weeks out, and so we're starting it over and we're just watching all that's available. And I'm gonna sit here and do my nails while we do it, so I stay awake because I can't. That's what I do when I watch shit. But yeah, I'm excited. Like the first time we watched through it. Excuse me. There is a lot going on in the background and little bits, like people from the community have pointed out, little Easter eggs, I guess you would say, cameos and whatnot. If you see something like that and you need me to pause, just let me know. Because we did it a ton. Like, if you want me to go back and look at something, I have no problem. I love doing that. This artist, the creator, is so fucking detail-oriented. And in my opinion, that's what makes it great. It's the little things like that that are just, like, amazing. Oh, yeah. Any bendy skin like that, right? I mean, the worst healing tattoo I ever had was the one that's down my side. Because it's your weight. You you got to do this shit and breathe. Oh my God, the itching was off the charts. I think I was a little heavier. I think. I don't know. I don't keep a scale in my house because it can turn into dangerous number games for Katie's head. But I think I was a little bit heavier. That was definitely like towards the end. I mean, when I was in college, I ate my feelings, was in a terrible relationship, gained like a lot of weight, lost a lot of weight. So I definitely had to fluctuate, but I think I started streaming towards the end of that, like, I like plateaued out, and felt good about my body after I started running and shit like that. So I was a little bit heavier. I don't know. I think I look the same, but I think everybody sees that when they look at old pictures of themselves, right? You just see the same thing because I see myself so often, I don't really see the changes, whatever the fuck they are, other than my hair. I observe it's super neat stuff. It's like nanospheres or something with iodine gobbles up my. That's really nice, honestly, because the caveat to literally any like liquid antiseptic or whatever is that it has to stay aqueous, wet, for lack of a better word, moist, for over 15 seconds in order to be, effective in any way, shape, or form. And so if you can make it into some sort of paste or something like that, that is just so much more advantageous. Inside elbow. I've heard inside elbow ditch and back of knee pit. Whatever it is. Would that be a ditch or a pit? I've heard those are two of the worst. Abs, and I can't even fathom. Like, I've got one on my butt cheek. That's the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. That's memorable. From the barbed wire fence that I ran into, I had a cut from under my right pec. Holy! Down to the bottom of my right ribs. Oh. They couldn't stick it because that area expands so much when you breathe. Seriously. I mean, when we put chest tubes in, we just cut you open and stick the tube in and put a bunch of like Tagaderm and packaging around it and stuff. But very infrequently do they do any stitches because you're right. We move so much in our torso area, it just causes additional damage. I knew what you meant. I mean, it's a stab. I get you. The healing, I mean, itching. I'd take a tattoo over the itching phase any fucking day. 100%. There's no world where I would take that itching phase over the tattoo. The tattoo pain is fine. It's over with. That itch, oh my God. I always forget about the itch conveniently though, whenever I go get another tattoo. Ribs, I've heard burn. Worst one I had was the inside of my bicep. This I've heard is a horrible tattoo to get. Yeah. My sister and I have a name for this because our brothers used to pinch it. It gives me the ickies even pointing it out to someone. Like I'm showing you my belly like a cat. It's called our soft skins. Like we came up with a name. Seriously, because if you feel this skin on your arm, like what would be like your chicken wingy skin on the inside, it's so soft. I mean, arguably it's some of the softest skin on your body. And my brothers would do that fucking like pinch to it. Their brothers are mean. And we'd scream, "Don't touch my soft skins!" And that was my mom's code to come running because they were pinching us. But I've heard that is the worst. I've heard this is one of the worst places to get a tattoo. Like this really tender skin. Of all the, I have, how many tattoos do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think I only have 5, but they're big. I went big or go home, like huge portions of my body. And one of my tattoos is like from the back of my knee all the way up to like past my butt cheek crease and like, like a couple centimeters up my butt cheek. And the butt cheek crease, not to get too real, that is the worst ever. I almost kind of started crying. I had no idea. Like, I'm thinking, butt, fine. It's fat, it's like you sit on it, whatever. It can't be. No, that crease, I don't know what it was. It's like making me shake even thinking about it. That was so, I almost tapped out. I've never tapped out of a tattoo. I've sat for like 7 hours. Never. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've seen a couple people get, I saw an octopus on an asshole and I saw an octopus on a butthole. Butt cheek crease. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like where the glute ends and where your thigh muscle starts. Like you don't need to have a big butt to have it. That crease of skin, it was like fire. It felt like I was being branded with some sort of iron rod. It was so bad. Holy crap. I don't know what it is. It's like the most sensitive place. So I have One of my tattoos goes under my boob, all up and down my ribs. None of that was even remotely comparable to having, the type of tip they use to do color. That in my butt cheek crease, fuck off. Never again. He finished it, thank fuck. So I'll never have to get that part tattooed again, but never again. Never again. Oh my God. That shit was so bad. Fuck it. Nope. Yeah, it's just that like line. And it was only that area. Like butt cheek, fine. Thigh, fine. Hip, thigh. Could have slept through it. Crease. Oh, I was about to cry. And I sat through a lot of tattoos. Like, Jesus Christ. It was bad. Wait. The difference between an asshole and a butthole, personality. Haha. The very first stitches I ever got was oh my God, I remember you telling me. Yep. And now Katie's never gonna unclench again. Jesus fuck my ass. A shot in the butt? Oh no. Why in the butt? Just because they needed a big muscle, probably. Oh my God. I'm clenched all over. I'm clenched all over. It's happening. I'm dying. Are dolphins' assholes watertight? I mean, I think ours are watertight. It's not like my asshole's taking on water while I go swimming. Is yours not? Do you just like when you're in a pool? What's up? What's happening? Aw, dude, Pucky, thank you, love. I hope you're doing well. I mean, I'm thinking we all got. I don't think my butthole sucks water up. I've been in a lot of bodies of water, and I don't think I'm like up. But like, I don't know. I don't know. Only one way to find out. I do not volunteer as tribute. I'm good. I have a friend who's taught me what happens when you abuse your butthole. So I'm good. I'm not gonna fuck around there. Dude, Collaptimus. My mom had to have the cortisone shot in your foot. She had to have that, and she said it's one of the worst pains she's ever felt in her life. Mel, cheers, honey bean. How are you? We should watch some Helluva. We've gotten weird again. Today's a weird day. We've all had too much time. I'm reminded of the phrase, does your ass suck buttermilk? What? Donna, that's a good point. Respect your butthole. A lot of people don't have them, and I bet a lot of them would give anything to take a big painful shit. The ones that we bitch about. Buttermilk butts? Stop it. You're actually, this is kind of a great segue into Hell of a Boss, to be real. Your ass sucks buttermilk. Your ass sucks buttermilk is a phrase said in events of disbelief, used in the same context as bullshit or no way when someone hears something incredible or unbelievable. Hey, Rog. Rog? What? Hey, Rog. Guess what happened this morning at the coffee shop? Oh, it's Raj. Excuse me. Roger. What? Ray. Apparently, John's wife found out he was cheating on her ass and drove her car through the wall this morning while we were sitting in there. Roger. Your ass sucks, buttermilk. Hey, the anniversary of this is tomorrow. What the fuck? Short for Rogert. Oh, one of my, Donna, my brother's first daughter was born with her stomach on the outside of her body. Similar problems. I bet it was terrible. I mean, she's good now, but damn. Quarter Crew just put out a video where they make Danny DeVito into Wolverine. Well, we'll have to enjoy that later. That sounds amazing. Give him the chance. I'll push it. Push it real good. Your ass sucks buttermilk. Oh, his bladder. Yeah, I bet they. I wonder. Do you know if there was like a disease process that was named? I don't remember if Carmen had one, but she had a lot of problems. Like she had to have a feeding tube in her artery in her neck for I mean, and like a nutritional drip in her neck for years and stuff like that. But she's good now. She's great. But it was years. It was a lot of years in the baby ICUs. Your ass sucks buttermilk. I mean, I guess I've said like suck a butt if someone sounds like they're saying something ridiculous. But the buttermilk. You know what? I'm cool with it. Whatever. To each their own. Your ass sucks buttermilk, motherfuckers. Real talk. I know you know my stories. But if I was to give anyone a piece of advice for the future, it's stay the fuck out of still water. Still water, i.e., the kind of water that lets that slime grow, you're going to lose pieces. Just stay the fuck out of it. Don't wear boots. Any of that. Just wear boots. I already scared people, I think, with genital stories today, but like, without going into massive detail, almost all of them resulted from someone going into pond water with an open wound. And then they woke up 3 days later with no balls. So, stay the fuck out of still water. Shit is disgusting. Huh! It's rotting, right? It's just necrotizing. It's so gross, and all of the shit comes out of it. I don't know what it is, but it's always that. It's like someone has picked an ingrown hair on their ball, and then they go into a pond. It is the recipe for rot. Still water. Don't go there. It's so gross. I mean, I think Florida has still water. They have swamps and shit. There's a reason the only things that thrive in swamps are like reptiles. Until a few years before my dad passed, we would spend a few weeks every summer at Higgins Lake, and I was fine jumping off the docks. But up near the shore, the weeds, that made my butt tingle. Yeah. It's things grabbing you or something. Shut up. The Welsh translation of jellyfish used to mean cunt of the sea. That's fucking hilarious. Hi, Nordenheim. How are you, love? I hope you're doing well. Side just weird trivia fact I learned recently before we take a quick break, and then we'll watch, I think, 3 and then take a break. Last time we just I talked too much before the first episode. I learned this very recently, so I think it's super cool. But you know how everyone talks about the man of war jellyfish? It's not a jellyfish. It's actually just this jelly formation of like billions of billions of the same creature congealed into this mystical form that just happens to be coherent across the species. What? Like a coral, exactly. Wild. I didn't know that. I learned it super recently. I was blown away because they're like one of the worst, right? You don't want to touch a man of war, that or the box jellyfish or something. Natural swamps are actually really clean. Oh, really? But the more people, well, of course, the more people fuck with anything, it becomes fucking disgusting. People need to learn. Jellyfish creep me out too. They're a barely sentient digestive tract. Barely sentient digestive tract. Like sentience is hard to say. I mean, how do you judge it? But like, nah. Where's the brain? What's happening? Yeah, they freak me out. There's a town called Stillwater a few miles away from me, so I'm laughing my butt. Oh, poor Stillwater. I mean, let's be real. Stillwater probably doesn't want the world walking naked in it either. I'm a big Mexican construction worker with high pain tolerance, but that stuff I'm like, ew, yucky. That's your core instinct telling you infection. Honestly, because my dad's the same. He's worked construction his whole life, but like he wouldn't go wade around in a pond. He's like, no, it feels gross on my toes. I'm like, good, because they'll rot off. Don't go there. Yeah, it doesn't have a nervous system, I don't think. Otherwise, it has like the most simplistic. It doesn't have like a central nervous system like us. It's a digestive system that moves. But it's a one-way digestive system, whereas you and I are a two-way digestive system, i.e., nutrients go in one hole and come out another. Whereas jellyfish, it all goes out and in the same hole. Like they just puke their poop up and eat with the same fate. Protostome, deuterostome. Crazy branch in the evolutionary tree, my dudes. Crazy branch. Crazy fucking branch! All right, quick break. Stand up, stretch your legs, get some water, get a snack. I'll be right back. Ooh, she made a rhyme. We'll come back. Zach was showing me pictures of the dogs all curled up with him today. I'm sure they deeply missed having someone around who doesn't move nonstop. Because, like, it's funny. I noticed this. I told Zach, I'm like, the first day that you were gone, they were panicked. Like, I got them toys. I got them a new toy because I hadn't got them a toy in ages. And I got them, like, some marrow bones and some dog CBD to help them because they were just freaked out. Second day, they were okay. Like, when they woke up in the morning, they grabbed their toy and they immediately searched the whole house for him. Search every fucking room in the house with their toy in their mouth. I don't know. They got to bring a toy to him. They can't find him, so they calm down. And by the end of the second day he was gone, they just slept. They just knock out. Like, they literally just sprawled on the floor next to me as I'm always standing, like, doing it. I was working on something. And they just sleep. And I think it's because there's no one around to rest with. Like, I felt a little bad. I never stopped going. I know. Well, it was a mix of, like, I really hadn't got them a new toy in forever. Because they tend to, like, like, Lilith has a toy that she is obsessed with. She has this, we call it weird fox thing. And it's one of those toys that's empty. It doesn't have any stuffing in it. It's, like, long and skinny. Kind of looks like a weasel, but it's a fox. She used to carry that thing around everywhere. Go to bed with it, sleep on it. It was, like, her stuffy. And it was so precious. But most of the time, they just destroy things. They just like to gut it. I mean, it's part of the fun of it. But these are, like, those type of toys that are super hardcore. Like, they have this insanely thick material built into the seams. Vile, you generous fuck. Thank you. They're super hardcore. And, like, I knew they were going to panic. It's partially our fault. I mean, it's all our fault, really. We work from home 24/7. They don't ever have to be without us. They have they're not accustomed to it at all. But it did work. It definitely helped distract them a little bit. They love having new shit to play with. How was the movie? First off, Vile just gifted 4 subs in the chat for a total 855. 855 subs, you crazy motherfucker. Thank you. Ugra Karma. Elgin. What? Katie? Jalen Johnston, the wrong John Doe, and legit Brit. You're all butt wizards the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Yes, I've heard the same. Everything I've seen, like, no spoilers. I've seen no spoilers, which is amazing because I still really want to see it. It, like, all the reviews I've seen of it thus far have been like, it's great from part 1 to the very end. It's just amazing, and I'm super excited. I might watch the first one tonight. I haven't watched it for a few weeks. Oh, dude, Vile. It's when the first time I watched it, I was a little, like, I'm used to the original, and I was a little jaded. But I think that was simply because it's in 2 movies, and if you've ever read the book, it's like, I don't know, it goes a little bit faster, I guess, or maybe it's just been so long since I read it. But the first one, like, it's the slow half. You know? So there's characters that in my memory, because, you end the book not in the slow half, that are badass warriors. I'm trying really hard not to even say names or spoilers because I just want you to watch it and enjoy it. It's really good. That in the first half, it's very slow and timid and quiet, and they're not badass characters. So I was like, oh my God, they made but I've watched it a few times since then and kind of, like, shut myself up because I'm a dumb cunt about it. But is it really? Oh, I'm very excited. I think the casting, even Shamalama Ding Dong, I think he did a good job. I have to bow out. I'm not able to rejoin. Oh, dude. Thank you, sugar. Have a beautiful day, honey bean. Drink water and take care of yourself. My cats are similar. If hubby and I are out for a day, the cats are very subdued and hate it. Yeah. It's like, you can't help it. We work from home, right? It's a spoiling to them. The book is so good though, right? And I never want to be that pretentious person that's like, it's not just like the book. It will never. They can't. It's impossible. There's only 2 movies in the world that I've ever seen that even slightly got as close as possible to the book, and that was Practical Magic and The Last Unicorn. But other than that, it's so hard. Dude, I get it. I'm that person on the inside, and I fight it all the time because I'm such a reader. I love it's, and the way I do it is I step back and I say it's just different. I tell myself it's a different piece of media. It's not the book. So then I can still enjoy the book, and I try to just enjoy it separately because there's no fucking way, right? Like, I'm trying to think of an example where the reason the movie really bummed me out was because the vast majority of the reason the book was so good is all the internal dialogue of the character you're getting, and you get fuck all of that in the movie. Or whatever it was. I cannot remember which one. I mean, it's probably happened multiple times. I was just trying to think of an example. But with books, you just get so much of the inner workings of a character versus just, if it's a movie, they have to say it out loud, and it really takes away from it. If you're saying everything going on in your mind, it's not the same. It's impossible, yeah, which I respect. It sucks, though. I mean, there's, I've been talking about this a lot recently because one of my all-time favorite books I've ever read in my entire life is Shogun. Ever. I don't know. I read it when I was probably too young to read it. My mom, it was one of her favorite movies from high school, or her favorite books from high school, and she went and bought it for me, like the paperback, thick motherfucker, and I blew through it. And this show was released, and I keep telling my chat, I'm so nervous to watch the show because this book has such a good, it's so good. But everybody said the show is really well done, and I trust them because a lot of these guys are readers too. They get it. Yes, of course. Yeah, I was late. We're going late. I got nothing to do. Yeah. The director said on Colbert that they may do the second book as a third movie to finish out. Oh, really? I was kind of wondering how many books they were going to go deep, because isn't it like so many books are written at a certain point, they're not written by the original author anymore or something? Oh, the Kong toys, Kendo, absolutely. They actually have these new ones, similar function to the Kong, but they look like, how do I say that? It's like a double-walled half of a globe. And you put a couple treats up in there and it rattles around in the double-walledness of it, and they kind of have to roll it around with their nose and like bump it off things to get the treats to bounce out. They fucking love those too. Oh, do I need to put something between the bandage thing y'all recommended earlier and the wound? So, I mean, I'm not gonna like if you think the wound is serious enough for stitches, definitely go get it checked out. But if it's just a minor like scrape, like road burn or something like that, you just want to make sure it's super, super clean. And if it's one of those wounds where the skin is removed, like there's not a flap of skin or anything like that, it's not like a cut, I would definitely put a little layer of Neosporin, like a thin layer of Neosporin. You don't want to don't toothpaste that shit. Like a nice thin layer of Neosporin on it. And then make sure the Tagaderm is big enough to touch the skin that's not touched with Neosporin, because it will not stick wherever the Neosporin is. And then, I mean, what we usually tell people is allow the Tagaderm to fall off on its own. It will slowly start to curl up at the sides and fall off, and that's when you're going to clean the wound again, whatever. And if you're like in a sanitary enough environment where you're not going to a dog's not going to get on it, or dirty feet or something like that, dirty pet feet, let it breathe for a bit. It's good to let it air out and have oxygen, not completely occlude the wound all the time. The only time we want to keep a bandage or some sort of plaster on it 24/7 is if it's actively bleeding or oozing or something like that. Does that make sense? Fast Trace, and let me look it up. Hold on. Let me see what that. I think so, but let me look up. Yes. Absolutely. Yep, it's just an antibiotic ointment. You just want to make sure, the only thing a lot of people fuck up is they do a really, really thick layer. And it's not bad, but it does eliminate the point of the Tagaderm is to allow oxygen to reach the wound and accelerate the healing process, essentially. Oxygen is good. That's perfect. Absolutely. You're good to go. Yeah. They are going to do a third? Fuck yeah. I hope it's good. Yeah, there's 6 books, right? 6 books by Frank Herbert, and then, was it his son? Vox, no shit. See, you're like the third person to say the same thing. I'm very excited. That gives me so much hope. Kona gifted a sub. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I spaced out. Kona gifted a sub to Excella. Thank you. Excella Sagnar, you're a butt wizard of the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. God Emperor of Dune. That would be sick. I'd watch that. Fuck yeah. No shit. Hello, hubby. I like your wife. No big deal. Welcome. Let's pack bowls and then let's start the show. We are going late, don't worry. I realize. I want to watch this whole thing. That's why I'm doing my nails and shit. Chill day. Third one's the last one the director is doing. Interesting. I wonder if they tried, At this point, it's like, who's gonna try to push it further? I don't know. I'm such a fucking pessimist about it anymore. It's like any way they can make a quick buck, right? We watched that fucking. I'm haunted by it. We watched that Borderlands trailer yesterday, and my soul is still aching. I don't know why I did that to myself. I should have known better. Like, you guys warned me, but I did it anyways. Oh, at this point, Dune Messiah has not been greenlit yet. The Denis Villeneuve has expressed hopes to create a third film. While promoting Dune in 2021, he said, "I always envisioned 3 movies. It's not that I want to do a franchise, but this is Dune, and Dune is a huge story." He ain't fucking wrong. He's not wrong. It's a massive story. And thus far, I mean, he's done a pretty decent job. No one can do a perfect job, but he's done a good job. I think my nostalgic boner will always love the originals no matter what, but that's like nostalgia, right? Like, what are you going to do? You can't do anything about that. You never forget your first. Oh, man. Shall we jump back in? We've been keeping it covered because it was really bad before, like bleeding and oozing. Good. That's good. But now it's just ooey, ooey gooey and just looks like 7 layers. Good. Yeah, you just want to rinse it real good with nice, like, tolerable, warm-ish hot water. Rinse it. Make sure there's, like, not detritus in it, like sand or anything like that. But yeah, that's absolutely, that's what we would do in wound care. The only time we do, like, wound packing or anything like that is if it's so deep, which yours sounds like it's a surface wound, that we're worried it will close over on the top and leave an encapsulation of air and then, bad growth of bacteria and shit on the inside. But it sounds like it's pretty surface, so it sounds like you're taking care of it pretty well. I think you're good. Stop it, music. We have things to do. Pause. Good song, though. Dude, Nameless.
Bless you. I get it.
I feel like I say it too often, but I'm queen of lurkin'. I was saying this yesterday. We rated, I think it was was it L or KPP? Both of them are someone for me that have this effect on me, though. I've been listening to and lurking and just like putting their channels on in the background while I'm doing other things for so many years at this point, and so long that when I miss their stream, it feels off. Like I feel like something's missing because I didn't hear their voice that day. It's so weird. I'm so used to just like listening to them and enjoying just the conversation. It's very bizarre. I totally get it. Volume. Cool. I would not in any way shape or form be shocked if this show was even more inclusive than it is. But that'd be pretty sick if that's real. I didn't know. That'd be pretty awesome. We need the inclusivity shit. And it not made a big deal. Again, I know I say that a lot, but like, we can include trans people and not make the plot about being trans. Like, trans people can just exist, and not be, exactly. I don't need to preach to you. It's just like, I feel like there's a lot. We went through this with, just like gay in movies and stuff, but it's like in order for it to be featured in a movie, it's got to be a big deal. It's got to be a story point. It's like, or we could just exist, just like everybody else does. Yeah, exactly, Queens. That's exactly my thoughts precisely. Like, the show is so inclusive already. Wouldn't be shocked. It honestly just fits because it's almost like she has characters that represent the general populace of humans on Earth. Wow. That shouldn't be that rare. So we decided every 3-ish episodes we're gonna take a break, get an ad the fuck out of the way, stand up, stretch, get some water, all the things. But I love that theory, and it would not surprise me at all. That'd be super cool. Especially for the creator to make it not a big deal and just make it part of the the ethos of it, because that's the way the world is. Jesus fucking Christ. Not everyone defines themselves by that stuff. My God. I love that. Queens, that's so important. I just think that's the coolest thing ever. Your aunt and one of the other queens. It's one of those things that's super rare. I think the first time I didn't realize it was a problem. Or not, I guess not a problem. I didn't realize it really irked me until I saw Schitt's Creek for the first time. And if you've ever seen it, one of the characters is bi and like ends up in a gay relationship and ends up getting married and stuff. And it's just never about the gayness of it. It's just, you know, the relationship is a plot point. But I was like, wow. I kept trying to ask myself what was so different. Why did it feel so different to see a gay relationship portrayed? Like what was the way it was being portrayed? And it was just that it was just not a thing. And it's the first time I ever witnessed it, which is the sickest. Exactly. Ultimately, if you make it such an exceptional thing, you're contributing more to the stigma than acceptance. Exactly. You just scare people more. Whereas, like, it's so trite to say, but exposure is truly a thing. Like, exposure, maybe not, but, you know, representation, I guess. Because we're all consuming media all the time. And if you see something that you can identify with that's normalized, you're much more comfortable expressing that part of your life, right? Versus if it's always a big deal and the grandma's always gonna disown you for 3 months, then you're much less likely to come out as your true self. I just think everybody has a right to live that way, even Clem. You're a whore. Yeah, to sum it up,
Maybe don't be a dick.
it's so sad we can't assume that's common sense anymore. I love you guys for just in general that you don't need it. It's like a pink flag, not a red flag, but like a pink flag or a pale orange flag when someone's like, "Can you define be a dick?" I think I'm not gonna define it. I'm just gonna see what happens. My mods are hungry. That kind of shit is, yeah, a little bit because you're like, come now. Yeah, if you need very basics of human decency explained to you, like you know what? I'm here for you wanting to learn, but the girl on the internet that you've never met before isn't the one. Yeah, I'm not it. Like I'm working on it, you know. I'm not. It's not this one. I love that emote so much. This one it's honestly perfect. Dan has a perfect. He has such a good serious face. It's like a little unsettling. Just a little bit though. But what if you've met me before? Well, that's different. That's different. You saying I'm a dick? Damn it. Everybody's a dick sometimes. Let's take a quick break. I'm gonna go pee. Grab some water, grab a beverage, do what you need to do, grab a snack. I don't know. Do the hokey pokey, turn it all about. I don't fuck. I'm not your mom. No, for real though. Get up, stretch your legs, get some water, load a bowl, do what you need to do. I'll be right back. One or two, how do we put breaks in my experience? But they are in so much pain, they don't tell me what's up. Like, I'm just there to get them better. Like, I'm usually there, you know, for the fix. But, like, oh, God. Man, be careful with your peens. It's just, it's crazy. I can't fathom. On either party, like, on my side, I would feel so bad. The guilt. You're having the time of your life and you snap someone's dick. Oh. Nah. It's just something that shouldn't happen. Yeah, it's the worst. I know. It's so bad. I think at least some insults like motherfucker, cocksucker, and so on, it was seen as an act of sin or something distasteful. So people shunned it in those times. Same, I was thinking about it while I was out with the dogs. I was thinking maybe it was like, did it come from you know, when there was a lot of sex workers and it was shameful to be so, and therefore it was like an insult? Call someone a cocksucker was like kind of calling someone a whore or something. Know it by the snap. Oh my God. I was listening to a Bailey Sarian podcast the other day. It was like the history of tampons and shit. It was actually really interesting. But it all started because she opened a box of tampons. And like, this is actually pretty common with a lot of like name brand tampons, like Playtex and shit like that. They have inspirational messages all over them. I'm sure you've seen them. You've seen the ads and shit. They're ridiculous. and she opened it up, and please correct me, I'm gonna misquote this, but on the inside of it was just as ridiculous. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what it says. But on the you like open the top lid, and on the inside of one of the cardboard panels, it said "expand yourself." Who? I'd prefer Laffy Taffy tampons. Give me a joke, my God. I thought we agreed not to talk about this. I mean, Pat's a nurse. It's so hard when someone else comes in and can like dual story with me because it can be very isolated because when it's like, oh shit, we've both seen the terror in the eyes of people with broken pinnae. We've both seen that. It's like I imagine it's not the same, but similar to people who have been in the military. You're like, shit, we've seen the same shit. What's up? I see that death in your eyes. I smell it. I smell that desperation. How do you break a dick? So literally it's a muscular tear. But it can also be part of the spongy tissue. So dicks are really unique actually, the like anatomical construction of them. But there's muscle and then there's this it's called what is it called? Spongiform spongiform something. But it's basically the main bulk of the dick that expands when it's engorged. When it gets too engorged and you're going at it too fast and the dry butt cheek comes down as hard as if it could have gone up maybe another 5 or 6 inches ish. It's yeah. It's it's so bad. I don't have a dick and my empathy is off the charts. Yeah, it requires surgery most of the time. I've never seen it not require surgery to go in. And it's so bad. Like, I hate talking about it because I feel bad for people out there that have penises. Like, I hope this isn't like I worked in a surgical unit. So I saw this kind of shit. I saw the surgery side of it, but essentially every time I saw like something like a dick break, Pat might know more about because Pat gets to see them afterwards. I only see them during the trauma instance when they're in so much pain and knocked out that I don't really get to talk to them. But we have to go in and basically rip up the muscle and then put it together correctly. So it heals, not like a bent tail. Yeah, that's a really, yeah, that glut. It's crazy. It's really sad. I mean, oh God. Watching people in existential pain like that really fucks me up. Like that's one of the worst things experiencing in the ER is just watching people be in that kind of pain. I can't imagine being a nurse and trying to balance that with drugs and stuff. Like the stress of it all. I just want to give them everything. Yeah, a folded paper towel tube. Yep. Holy yeah, that's it. Mhm. It was men that designed scented tampons, which is I mean, real talk. People out there that like pussy. Have you ever smelt good pussy and been like, "I wish this had added hot fruit smell"? I don't get it. I don't understand the aversion to bodily smells though. Like there's dirty person. Like there's we just had that conversation, but like you know what I'm saying, right? I do not understand that. Wanting a fruity flavored it. I don't get it. It's weird to me. I don't know. I'm not into it. It's so bizarre. Basically, avoiding the fate of the main character of the movie, the new guy. Yeah. Just shoot him propofol if you knock him right out. Yep, that prop fent mix. Oof. She does wonders, man. She does fucking wonders. Glut, what's really, I mean, I'm sure you're aware of this, but that's not bizarre of you to say KFC finger looking good tampons because I'm not kidding you. I'm pretty positive if it's not KFC, it's like Arby's or something. They have a perfume and a makeup line now. It's not a joke. Like it's real. This is the universe. It's like when you say something, you're like, actually, that was idiocracy. Yeah, yeah. It's an oh no moment hard. They're real. I've seen them. I've seen people like reviewing them. We're already there, dude. I know. Yeah, I can't remember which way. It's like I can't remember what it is. I think it's a perfume. There's definitely a perfume, and it's like Arby's fries or something like that. We're not far off. It's happening. Like, they're trying. There's definitely I've seen makeup lines across the board, and it's not like scented makeup, but it's, it looks like a box of chicken nuggets, but you open it and it's just makeup like pans, and to me, that's just false promises. If I have a carton of nuggies in my hand, there best be some piping hot nuggies in the fucking side. What? And I love makeup. I hate it. I don't know what's happening. Something like Esther Crayon. I think a couple companies have had it. There definitely was a vodka. Someone made a weird vodka. It was KFC or Arby's. I don't know why KFC and Arby's. I think there are two that have definitely done this kind of thing, but they've made a weird vodka, I think, that was something flavored. Mishy, they still make those. Lip Smackers exists and they still make all the original flavors. I don't know if they still taste the same, but they exist. Yep, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, Care Bears. I've seen there was a really weird one recently. Oh god, what was it? Not Trolls. Oh, it's so obscure. Megamind, I think. Purple, big-headed, like offbeat cartoon. I don't even know who did it. There was like some big makeup brand did a Megamind thing. Did we? Yeah, I don't get it. Furby's a curse. Furby shouldn't come back. No shit, but seriously, most of these makeup lines I've mentioned, I've watched the reviews on them, and the quality of the makeup's absolute crap. I haven't seen one that's good. There's one that looks so awesome that I wanted so bad, but everyone says it's absolute fucking shit. It literally is like the cookie tin that you open it, and it looks exactly the red pin cushion, and it looks like a couple bobbins of thread, but it's all eyeshadow. But I've watched so many people review it, and it's fuck all. It's crap. Like, no pigment payoff, no nothing. It's patchy, it's gross, but it's cute as fuck. Ugh. Megamind says he uses a perfume for Jean-Paul Gaultier. Seriously? That's incredible. There's some really cute palettes out there that very few have good reviews because most of them are with shitty companies. I'm trying to think, is it Sugar? No. ColourPop. ColourPop does like a new collab like every fucking week, right? They have decent makeup. So if you're looking for I think I don't think it was ColourPop. It's Revolution Beauty, I believe, did that Jurassic Park line, and I did see reviews of it, and it was good. I thought it was super cute. I'm just broke. But it's fucking cute as hell. And the reviews, Revolution Beauty makes pretty decent makeup. So if you see it by Revolution, I've never seen a bad review. It's like good makeup in that, like, not like it's super expensive and bougie, but like, you get really good color payoff. It lasts, it goes on consistent, blah, blah, blah. The sparkles are sparkly, the mattes are matte, etc., etc. The Jurassic Park one looked cute as hell, dude. It's like, if I remember correctly, it's some of the shit is neon green, like the Jeep. I actually got it because of that movie, Les Mail, but it's the blue body. I'm not kidding you. I used to have the female one. It was like a mauve body, like a mauve female body. It smelled so good. It was just so expensive. I got it one time ages ago, and I milked it. Like, I borderline shattered that bottle to get some more out of it. It smelled so yummy. Holy crap. All right. Should we jump back into this? Sorry. I get distracted, really. Makeup. How did I get to make? What happened? What happened? You got a tester? People tell me that kind of like perfume like that's been around for a while because people love it. They say go to like TJ Maxx and it was TJ Maxx and one of the places like that. But they have like makeup and stuff that's just been returned, but it's totally in good shape. And they say it's just chock full of perfume that's 50% off. I've thought about if I ever could, I would go there. Yeah, because there's really good perfume out there, and it's just $70 for a bottle of rubbing alcohol and some fucking esters and shit. Fuck that. I don't know if it was Ross. Does Ross have that kind of stuff? I haven't been to a Ross in ages. There's other stores like TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is the only one I've been to in ages. I can't think of the other ones, but there's other stores like that, Ross, TJ Maxx, etc., where it's like returned, or Nordstrom Rack. But I've seen people talk about it, like the podcast and shit I listen to. But also people I used to work with, they're like, yeah, there's racks of it there. It's unopened. Like, the plastic is completely unopened. But there's something about perfume and makeup where if someone buys it and returns it, they can't put it back on the sales floor. So they have to sell it at a discount for some reason. I don't know why. Even if it's not touched. I mean, I wouldn't get makeup that someone stuck their fingers in. Fuck that shit. Ross's and perfumes and stuff. No shit. Yeah, good. The not high-end department stores. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I mean, I'm not a or something because this was I don't know how many. Oh, how old am I? 15 years. No, 15, 14 years ago. 14 years ago. I would think so too because it's been a damn long time. I mean, I think it shut down for a while and then came back, but it was like one of the safer clubs, I guess, that a lot of my friends felt safe going to, and it was a great way to avoid creepos. But it was I had a really good time there, honestly. But yeah, that's the exact club. That's crazy that you remember. I mean, it's been so long. But he did. He filled up the couch. It was so fucking gross.
Hail to the dankest of lords.
Lords. I feel like I think that's why I only ever lightly felt hungover once because I would always throw up before passing out, even though that was only for like 5 times. Man, I used to think that I didn't get hungover and now I get hungover if I drink, but I think back in the day I just so bad, but I think I just rallied. Like I think I was waking up drunk and then by the time I should have been hitting a hangover, I would just keep college was weird. More than I've ever wanted to drink in my life. Just like socially. So much booze. It was kind of overwhelming. It was a lot. That probably contributed to a lot of that freshman 75. The fucking booze. It was a good bar though, but yeah, that was the one. 100% as someone with tummy issues, I always feel better after puking. It's real. I mean, I didn't know the relief until I got to do it. And the only reason I puked was a dude I was dating at the time he was with me all night and he knew how much I had drank and he was legitimately scared I was going to get like alcohol poisoning, so he shoved a toothbrush down my throat and it happened. I was laughing hysterically and then it was crazy. Me too. It's the worst. Hard to get a hangover if you don't stop drinking and don't sleep. Yep. It's almost like you were there. Not proud. I'm sure that will do long-term damage. I have no idea. Like that is not the way to do things. I just didn't have anyone telling me not to, man. It was the worst, but yeah, the waking up drunk that's an experience in itself. Not my favorite. I don't like it. I just want to wake up normal, whatever that is. The ending of that, I mean, all this show, it's the same in Has Been. Correct me if I'm wrong. I felt the same way in Has Been. Like, this creator does such a good job of balancing feels with funny. It's wild. I don't know. It's such a rare thing to be able to do. Same, Mish. Yeah, I think about, because nowadays, I have one beer and I'm feeling buzzy. One drink, maybe 2 drinks, and I'm feeling real fucking buzzy. Like, I'm real warm. And I think about it back then, like, I could pile down, like, so much. I don't even want to say it. Just too much. Just so much alcohol. It was crazy. Like, but I don't know if I could or if I just, did the rally thing. Because I know I would. I have very specific memories because my dorm, I've told you guys this before, but where I went to college, my dorm was in this weird section of the campus. Like there was the class buildings, the old part of campus, red square. It was like all red brick, everything, whatever. And then there was a cluster of the older dorms. And then my dorms, they were named Greek letters, but it was in no way, shape, or form part of the Greek system. Like we didn't have a Greek system, but we were up on a mountain cliff and it was called the Ridge. So there was like Delta, Kappa, blah, blah, blah. I was in Sigma. And we would just get so drunk. But because of the dorms we were in, our feed hall, I was going to say feed hall, dinner hall, whatever, our hall for food up by our dorms, they had really crunched together hours. It wasn't a 24 hour food hall like the rest of the campus, but it was like a death crawl getting down this ravine, like down this cliffside in the middle of the night drunk. So we would wait until like 8 a.m. and it would wake up on the weekends and they had brunch and they would just have these enormous silver, the restaurant size trays, like with the silver lip, huge trays of just cheesy potatoes. But I was so drunk eating them, but I can remember the goddamn texture. It was like not good, but also the best thing that's ever existed in the world. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like It has to sit under the heat lamps, otherwise it doesn't taste right. That shit is a visceral memory. Me too. It makes me feel fucked up. And whenever I'm, in a position where I could drink, I think about the next day, like, I kind of like being able to function all day. I don't know. I get headaches without booze in my life. I don't need to get drunk to get headaches. I like to just feel okay. Have a good one, Queens. I will see you later-ish. Have a beautiful day, Honeybean. One of my hangover foods is crispy and burritos. Oh my god, yes. I miss those. Those are so specific to Washington and like just an area. I don't know what it is. It's those strangest, like weird phenomenon. Like Taco Time isn't anywhere but the West Coast, but I found out there's like franchise owned Taco Times, which have the crispy and burritos and crispy chicken burritos, and they're just hot fucking sex in your mouth. And then there's the vast majority of Taco Times don't have any of them. I probably haven't had one in over 15 years. They're just nowhere. No one does it. And God damn, they were good. Fuck, man. Taco Time food in general was really good hangover food. Because, like, they tout it, but it's legit. We do go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning and make everything fresh. It's a fucking nightmare, and I hated it. Like, I applied at every fast food restaurant, all 4 of them, and so did all my friends. And all my friends worked at McDonald's, where they got to pour the powdered onions into a barrel and add water and wait. I'd go to work at 5 in the fucking morning on a Saturday to chop tomatoes for salsa. But because of that, the food is like really hydrating. It's all like actual fresh vegetables and shit. Like it was actually really good hangover food. Oh, dude, no shit, you have celiac? Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. That fucking blows. We just went to the Steak and Egg down the street from the bars when I was in college. We had this giant, I've told you guys about the burrito place. Yeah, honestly, Mountain Dew, Taco Bell, Advil, and Gatorade is the magic spell components to ward off hangover. It's the salt and the sugar, I think, yeah. That we had, it was called ClassyKatie pasta, and I think it actually closed. It went out of business or something because of COVID. But every burrito on the menu was this big, at least. I think they were bigger. I haven't been, again, since I was in college, but every single burrito was like this big. They were massive, and they were just like the perfect, like, hold in your hand and like nibble off of. Like I could get through a quarter of it, but it lasted 4 days if you put it in the fridge. They were amazing. They had so many different burritos, but the caveat was they were open till like 3 a.m. They were one of the very few places. That or the pierogi place. Oh god, good memories. That was the one thing I missed about my college town was they did have great food, but it all closed during COVID. It sucks. Head pain and nausea are the 2 pains I can't tolerate. So the aftermath of being drunk is a no thank you. I kind of feel the same. Even if it's like a toss up, like it might happen, it might not. The likelihood's really not worth it for me. I'll have 1 glass of wine or a mixed drink, but now I follow it up with a lot of water till I'm mostly sober again and go to sleep. I do the same. That or if I'm gonna drink any kind of something that might affect me, I make sure I'm like I've eaten or I am currently eating something like substantial. Because otherwise, it just runs through me so fucking fast. I don't know if it's a fast metabolism or what, but I get hungover before I go home if I don't continuously drink. Like, I have to pile that shit on, like, forever. It's terrible. I don't know what it is. The sugars, maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. It sucks. Honestly, I went vegan for years because I dated a guy who was vegan, and I was like, "Fuck it, like, it'll be a fun cooking challenge." And the only thing I really missed was eggs, but other than that, it was fun to, like, challenge myself, to, like, say I was craving macaroni and cheese, like, how can I make it vegan as close as possible? Like, it was kinda fun to have those challenges, but I didn't feel like I was lacking at all. Like, there's so much fucking food variety these days. Strawberry and banana daiquiris, yum. Honestly, any, like, frozen blended. Did I tell you I had that? Oh, I did. It was at TwitchCon. They had, what did they call it? Adult Dole Whip at the bar by my pool at my hotel. But it was literally like, like one of those plastic kind of weird shaped, cone shaped cups that they would put like a sundae in at Dairy Queen. But it was all the Dole Whip, and then they just poured rum over it. It was so good. Oh my God. Like, I thought you could only get Dole Whip in Disneyland. I guess that changed. I assume our ability to produce the antidiuretic hormone diminishes as we age, or the ability of anterior pituitary gland to store what little it can. So we start peeing all our hydration much faster as we age. 100%. I mean, our cells don't turn over like they should, so that intracellular, extracellular fluid balance is definitely getting off. And on top of that, like your liver, is responsible for like cleaning your blood, cleaning blah 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 blah, and it gets worn out. And the more you drink, the faster it wears out, unfortunately. But everything at the end of the day is wearing it out. Your liver is filtering everything all the time. Like, your liver is your detox tea. Nobody needs fucking detox tea. Fuck that shit. I drank for 3 days straight on a cruise. Damn, sounds like college. Yeah, nothing but those, no hangover. Well, the crushed ice, like, the only reason that wouldn't work is if you were in a country where you shouldn't drink the water or whatever. There's some countries where you can't eat the ice or the water because it's just a different bacterial. It's not dirty, it's just different. And it's gonna send you into the runs. I know, right? Every time, honestly, like, wasn't there someone proposed we should say I love you with all my liver? Because it's kind of a huge, really important organ. I feed that bitch. Beer, that's true. The soul is important to take care of. I've said that, like, not facetiously, but if my brain wants to die, I don't really care how well my body's running. I could have, like, the athletic body of the century, and if my brain wants to go, it doesn't matter. Dude, shut up. Your brain is the most important organ according to your brain. That shit haunts me. It really does. This is why I don't drink anymore. It's too much work to maintain the perfect buzz. It's like a chore, right? Seriously, I feel that so hard. It's like accepting a night of drinking is like accepting this weird mental schedule of staying just drunk enough to stay drunk and not get hungover before you go home, but then, hydrate enough and eat something salty and like get all your friends home, make sure they weren't like accountability buddies stolen. Oh my God, it's a fuck it. Fuck it all. Yeah. I get it. No, I kind of forgot all of that because it kind of became such second nature back in the day. But yeah, I'm not into it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't drink moderately, but wait, I can drink moderately, but at some point I start getting buzzed. My jaw begins to hurt. I wonder if you clench your jaw. I clench my jaw like if I go drink, and then that night while I'm sleeping, I notice I definitely like clench my jaw hard while I'm sleeping that night for some reason, but I don't know why. I, Math, who is she? I mean, I know it's like it's cliche to point it out, but I do wonder if any of my ancient math teachers are alive. The ones that so strongly insisted I was definitely not going to have a high-tech calculator in my pocket at all times as an adult. Like, just like real talk. I'm not attacking, they're not attacking. How do you feel? I don't know where my phone is, but somewhere there's a high-tech calculator. Vex. Soul, body, importante. Real talk, I think I've told you this before, but one of my best runs, and by best runs, I mean, like, I ran, like, 7.5 miles and it felt like one. It was crazy. It was the fastest, most effortless 7 mile, and I don't run that regularly, that's crazy. It was the most effortless, like, run of my life, and it was directly after eating a cinnamon roll as big as one of my butt cheeks. And if I remember correctly, it wasn't just a cinnamon roll, it was one of those, like, caramel pecan cinnamon rolls. But it's from this place called the Calico Cafe in Washington, and it's literally this big. No joke. It's not as big. My butt cheek's bigger. They're 4 people. I ate one entire cinnamon roll, drove home, and then it was like a weekend, so I went on my weekend run, which tended to be like 4 miles or 5 miles. I flew. It was insane. I was like, these carbs are real. Carbs are real. Carbs are real. It was wild. It was like a soul healing moment. Guess who has a calculator in her pocket at all times, and I don't even have to touch it. I can just yell at it, and it talks to me back nicely. If I ever went to my middle school algebra teacher, I'm beating her to death with my phone. You know what's sad? My middle school algebra teacher died of breast cancer. So, like, who am I going to beat? Ghostbusters. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Trauma trigger. That fucking sucks. I'm sorry that happens to you. I never clenched my jaw. Like, the sides of my jaw, interesting, starts having pain. The college I went to was upstate rural area. Wonder if I got a tick. I really hope you didn't get a fucking tick bite. But there is an allergy to alcohol, and there's something triggering in my brain that makes me think there's some, like, light allergy to alcohol, maybe, please don't quote me on this, that gives you that sensation that you've eaten something sour. You know when you eat something so sour, your mouth almost hurts on the inside? Like, it does that, like, ugh, kinda thing? I feel like there's something that does that now. I'll have to go read about it. I've got my shit behind me, all my med books. I think there's something like that in there. Well, my teachers told us, that our PDAs were not toys, yet now our phones. I mean, it is. I would never shove it in anyone's face. I mean, a certain level of mathematical know-how, like, helps, but forcing us to memorize all this shit, damn, dude. I just wonder. I would never approach, but I wonder, like, what are they feeling? There's no way they could have known. Like, I mean, there's no way they could have known. But do they feel like maybe they wasted some of theirs? I love Sour Patch Kids. I'm dangerous with them though, Vex. Like, I'll eat them until they eat me back. It's really bad. Oh no, you're right. It is. It is super, and I have to pee really bad again. I've drank so much water today, but it's been so dry here. Like, it's been nice. Like, knock on wood, don't ruin it. It's been like in the 60s. It's so beautiful. Like, my mouth and my throat, and I know Zach's throat has been dry as fuck lately as well, because I've heard him on his stream talking about how hoarse he is. Where's the chapstick? Oh, I don't know. Anyways, I'll find someone cool to raid. Hold on. My dogs are probably hella jonesing to go out. Holy shit, we did go way over. But I know I'm over. Dude, if I could sit that long without actually dying inside, I totally would. But I was gonna say, what day are we cool with just doing it Tuesday? We could do it Tuesday. I'm totally fine with just doing season 2. When does like, we don't know when the last episode's released, right? It just, the sound and shit isn't in the VOD, so I mean, but if we make it Tuesday, it's more likely to happen. Like, it's, gives less time for chaos. I don't want to say it. The demons. It's just up in the air, right? They've not announced. Okay, I don't want to depend on that then. I was going to say, if it's relatively soon, we could wait for that to watch season 2. But, like, I'm down with doing it Tuesday. Cheers, Goonies. I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. Thank you for the resub. Hail Satan. Just the thought of vinegar gets me salivating. Oh, dude. Salt and Vinny chips, though. Crack. Salt and Vinny kettle chips, especially. Oh, my dear Lord, on a stick. I have to pee so bad. Cheers. Work looking, but you'll be able to listen. Oh, Viata, you should get yourself a special weed or something. Like a super sticky pre-roll or something like that to treat yourself after getting your boobs squished. Because that shit sucks. It's literally the misery of a lifetime. Yeah, I would. You deserve it. Yeah. Nobody likes it. The vice of death. I told you how, like, all of my aunts know they have dense breasts and they need to get, I think it's an ultrasound or x-ray, and they still make them get them viced every single time. It's so stupid. I hate it. For them. It's so dumb. It's like they want to do it. I think they like it. Lorelai, happy is it oh, it's not 420 anymore, but happy 420 biddies. Thank you for the biddies, love. I appreciate you. No, I started doing it at 35, but my mom had breast cancer, so I think that's pretty KPP's doing charity. Let's do that. Let's raid KPP. they suggest, if any of your direct lineage, or if you have that weird BC whatever gene, that you should absolutely start getting checked at like 30 something. But I think it was 35 or whatever. That's what my doctor suggested. And I get, oh, she's shutting down? Oh shit, okay. I love KPP so much. I was literally gonna go and help with charity, but she's shutting down. So we have Dan and Elle. I wish it said how long they're live, so I can like tell if people are gonna go away. Or Madame L. What did we do? Let me see. What are they? Oh, well. Dan's cooking. I haven't watched Dan cook in forever. Let's go hang out. You want to hang out with Dan? I really enjoy watching people cook. I don't know. For as much as I fucking hate cooking, I do enjoy watching people cook. It's like chemistry or science or watching art. I don't know. It's fucking fun. And Dan's doing fun food, so that'll be fun, right? Democracy after? Fuck yes. That's perfect. I'm gonna burp. I keep like leaning this way because I think I'm gonna burp and I don't. Oh, good fucking burps. But for those just swinging by or, whatever, thanks for hanging out for this fun Sunday. It's nice to relax on a Sunday and watch cartoons and just laugh at ridiculous shit. Mondays are my normal day off, and Tuesdays I usually start around like 9:30, 10 because I have therapy in the morning where I go bitch about the people in my life who refuse to go to therapy. Dude, I know we make fun of those memes all the time, but I'm not fucking kidding you when I tell you the last time I called my mom, she actually took out a notepad and started taking notes when I told her about my last therapy session. It's insane. But I had fun today. So yeah, season 2. That's all I was gonna say. We'll watch season 2 on Tuesday. That'll 2 on Tuesday. Tuesday. That'll be fun, right? Yeah. But the chaos will be fun. The fun cooking and the chaos. Dan's one of my dearest and oldest friends. You probably already know this. I probably talk about him far too much, but he's seriously a sweetheart and I loved him. She is, minus the uh like kind of. Yeah, kind of. Thinking more now that I think about it, I'm like, you know what? The comments like, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. He may die at 60, but his love will be true. She says some things that you're like, oh. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, no, you're not. You ain't fucking wrong. All right, my dudes. Drink water, clean your fucking water bottle, clean your bong, and take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. I have to pee so fucking bad. I'm rating my friend Dan. You go be nice to him. Keep biting is what we were gonna go in with yesterday. If you want that to be a raid call, I have to pee so bad that I'm gonna run and then come back and then, whatever. Water is serious. There was one other thing. I can't. She's gone. Whatever. Tuesday, finish Hell of a Boss. That's it. That's all my brain does. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for the birthday wishes.